Welcome everybody to Royal Lions UK. My name's Matthew Turner. I've got Ash Soden coming in just a little bit as well, and Anthony Fitzpatrick I'm hoping will be joining us for the second half. So that's going to be your team for today. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you had a great Christmas and New Year if you've not seen us since. Uh, Drop some chat in the comments in the live chat. Let's see what you've been doing with the New Year's. I spent it eating, making tapas with my girlfriend, kind of having the college football playoffs in the background. It was a fun time for not going out to a party. I thought it was a really, really good day. So, hope you all had a good one. Let me know what you did. Commiserations to Ohio State and Michigan fans today. It was on either side a pretty rough day for both teams. I know that as a Michigan sympathizer, I had hopes all the way down to the end, even with the targeting call that didn't go their way at the end. You know, it could have been good, but it ended up not being. Got some team news for you guys. Inactives for the Lions. Coyote Owasaka, the guard, defensive lineman Michael Brockers and Austin Bryant, the safety Deshaun Elliott, running back Justin Jackson, and guards Ross Pierschbacher. For the Bears, inactive today, quarterback Tim Boyle. We know him well. Running back Darrenton Evans, offensive lineman Jatiah Carter and Alex Leatherwood, linebacker Sterling Weatherford, and DBs Brayon Borders and Michael Ojemidua, who I think was someone they claimed off waivers very recently. So there we go. Also, news coming out in the last 15 minutes or so, the NFLPA has filed a grievance against the NFL and the Carolina Panthers for the hardness of the playing field in last Saturday's Lions-Panthers game. This is according to Adam Schefter, who's cited per source. The NFLPA complained before the game and said the field conditions in the extreme cold only worsened as the game progressed. Aiden Hutchinson did later comment that he didn't even realise that turf this hard was legal in the NFL. It seems like a really bad situation. So there we go. Big Aries 70 coming in hot, subscribing at tier 1 on Twitch. His 12th month. I think you may be the first person, my friend, to get to the 12-month milestone, and I thank you massively for that. It's much, much appreciated. Because Justin Jackson's out, obviously he's our kick returner. The person who apparently looks like they're going to be taking over that job today is running back Craig Reynolds. Looks like he is taking over RB3 today. Obviously no elevation for Jermar Jefferson, so Reynolds being active means he takes that job, I think, and he's been the guy out there in warm-ups taking kickoff returns, so that will be good to see. Drew said nothing went Michigan's way yesterday. It's very, very true. Michigan had a mixture of shooting themselves in the foot and a bit of bad luck and a call here or there that could have gone their way that didn't. It did really seem like everything went against them, and yet they kind of just didn't bring it as well, you know, like, I came away from the game not feeling like it was unfair, and yet they had a drive with a minute ago and no timeouts to possibly win the game. And the way the offense was rolling in that last quarter, the way that offense was running the last quarter, Michigan fans could have been confident that they maybe could have converted that. So there we go. I can see that my flag is kind of falling down here. Give me a second. Drew's right. Michigan will be back next year. There doesn't really seem to be too much cause for concern. Their recruiting class not the best this year, as far as I'm led to believe, but they always seem to do pretty hot for transfers, and they're not losing a huge amount of people, I don't think, to the draft. I know that there's that guard who I think actually is ending up returning. I think he is. JJ is going to be there next year. The biggest guy leaving is obviously Blake Corum, the running back, but Donovan Edwards has been absolutely incredible this year. So if he's taking up the workload, and they've got, I saw that they got a freshman commit or high schooler commit to being a freshman recently. So hopefully that'll be good. I have no idea. I don't really follow college football that massively. I can just about watch a game every now and again, but you know, I will probably find myself in the big house a few times just because it's Michigan, right? And what are you going to do when you get to Detroit? You may as well take a trip. Brian Shook says the flag is down. Is Matthew in distress? I mean, I hope not. I hope not. This is make or break for the Lions. If they lose, they are not necessarily eliminated. It's not 100%. The key game, I believe, is the Washington Commanders game that we're looking at. A Washington win and a Lions loss eliminates the Lions. So that's the key game. Hopefully, then we can keep our fingers crossed for a Cleveland Browns win against the Washington Commanders and a Lions win today against the Bears. If the Lions win today, they are guaranteed to be alive for next week. There is no possible route to elimination with a win today. So everything is on the line for the Lions. Win and then beat the Packers in Green Bay, which with their form at the moment is no mean feat given what they were doing earlier on in the year. You know, it could have been a bit easier, but they've started to pick up some form. It would be so interesting if the Packers win today against the Vikings, the Lions win, and that becomes a winner has a chance. I mean, I think even if we win both games, we still have only an 80% chance of making it. I don't think it's guaranteed if we win both games that we're in, but there we go. Big Airy says Michigan will need to step it up in the passing game, and it's true. I mean, JJ McCarthy, the thing you can say about him is that, yeah, he's this dual threat guy. He's got a reasonable arm. He can throw it deep, and he's got good mobility. But is he an elite guy with either of those traits? And he isn't. He isn't an elite runner. He isn't an elite passer. He's doesn't quite see the field very well. He doesn't deal with pressure very well. At the moment, I'm not even sure I have a draftable grade on JJ McCarthy, but I do think with someone of his talent as a passer and as a runner, he needs to show a heck of a lot of growth next season in order to become draftable. Drew says he's a sophomore. Yeah, 100%. I know that he can't declare yet. I know that he's got one more year to go at the least. But I know the way that he is at the moment, I kind of think maybe 1 year is potentially not enough, but we shall see. The game is looking like it's close to kicking off. Yeah, not draftable, Drew, at the moment. I think he'd be a UDFA if theoretically he was a junior today and he declared for the draft. I think that he would be UDFA. Probably. That's not okay. Well, let's ask someone who knows a bit more than I do about it. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat, and we'll see. This is the Discord chat, by the way, and do come and join us there because it's a really good place to chat Lions all year round, and it doesn't matter who you're a fan of. So we've got Peo in the YouTube chat who's a Rams fan. You're more than welcome to join us in there. We've got a Pats fan, we've got a Vikings fan in there, and it's all good crack. Right, Lions are kicking off to the Bears, and we are underway through the end zone by Jack Fox, and that's a touchback. Bears on offense first, and out comes Justin Fields. Right, Bears start with Fields under center, 11 personnel, and hands it off to David Montgomery, and no gain up the middle with good penetration, and a tackle by Alex Anzalone up the middle. Things you love to see. That's a very good start for the Lions run defense, much maligned after last week. I've put it in our Discord chat. I've asked about McCarthy and if he came out this year. Taib says day 3. Dan McGuinness says day 3. Ryan McCluskey says UDFA. I'm not alone, Drew. I'm not alone. Right. Fields empties it out. Takes a snap. Lots of pressure up there. Long throw and incomplete to the left-hand side. Now, Fields got hit as he was throwing it, but I think it was a bang-bang play. Was that Hutchinson up the middle? There were 4 guys getting to Fields there. It's absolutely incredible. Let's see what happens. Oh, Bugs hit him hard. Bugs with a big hit. Love to see it. Love to see it. Drew, I don't mean that that's the be-all and end-all with the Discord. I know that that's not how it goes, and they're not the defining factor. But if I'm not alone in my thought, it's not a ridiculous thing to say, I would say. Right, 3rd down and 10 for the Bears. They empty it out again. 4 receivers to the left-hand side here. Good pressure. Fields looking to escape now to the right-hand side. And he doesn't get there. He doesn't get there. He's tackled just short, about 1.5 yards short. He looked like he'd get there after a couple of people fell down. But there is a flag. And what's happened here? The call is holding on the defense. Absolutely gutting call there. Automatic 1st down for the Bears. Chance to get off the field early. And Jerry Jacobs with the hold. Lions in their throwback jerseys today. And they look sweet. Jacobs matched up against Chase Claypool. And very clear hold. I mean, very clear hold. What can you do there? You got to throw that flag. Right. So 1st down and 10 now from the 39 of the Bears. And zone read very, very well by Aiden Hutchinson. Lovely play. Gain of 4. But that could have been much bigger. Big Airy says he forgot that Riley Reef is on the Bears. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I don't like it. He's played for three North teams now, which is crazy. Wow, Hutchinson was going to town on that one. That was like a wrestling move. 2nd down, and they're crediting him with 5 here. I think that's a bit much. Here we go. From the Bears 44. 1 man in the backfield in shotgun here. Takes the snap. Drops 2 yards and dumps it off to Montgomery. Had pressure in his face. And Montgomery, they're calling him 1 yard short. I think he might have got there. I think that's a bad one in favor of the Lions. I think he was kind of on top of bodies. And I think he probably got there. But, you know, never mind. Third down, 3rd and 1, and you have to think with one of the best 3rd down offenses in the NFL with Justin Fields under center, they should be converting this quite a lot of the time, and it's almost 4th down territory too. Oh, a toss play to Fields. What an inventive play, and they're going to break it down big. Can he be the last man? No, he can't. Good tackle by Kirby Joseph. What an inventive play by the Chicago Bears. Tight end came in to take the snap. Looked like they were going to do a tight end sneak like we've seen recently, but the tight end came under center and then tossed it to the running back, to the quarterback, who ran out to the left hand side, then had the running back out in front blocking for him, and had all day just Kirby Joseph to beat, and a lovely tackle, but a pickup of about 35 there. 31. 1st down and 10 now near the red zone. At the Detroit 21, empty backfield, Fields, waits, pumps, throws deep, could be intercepted, but not quite, just a bit too far. He overthrew it, Justin Fields, and he waited quite a long time. Looked like he could have been struggling there. The Panthers take the lead against Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. If the Panthers win that, they take control of the NFC South, and what a story that would be. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, getting the touchdown there. Justin Fields needs 157 yards to take the rushing crown all time by a quarterback, which would be absolutely exceptional. Drew Forsyth says, so Anthony Richardson is getting drafted, right? He's NFL ready. Richardson UDFA. But you know that's not how it works, and you're being deliberately facetious now. Anthony Richardson is probably a better passer, and that's difficult to say, but I reckon he's probably he's probably a better passer, and he's definitely better with his legs. So if you're talking about a projection, pure projection, if you're talking ceiling, Richardson's is higher. It just is. So there we go. Grandizer, I know that you've said that before, man, but I can't show the score in time because it spoils it for myself when I see it on the screen because I'm probably behind the US in terms of when I'm seeing things because of it getting beamed over here. And if I see that, then I don't know. I don't want to see that. So, right, Bears 2nd and 10 from the Lions 21. In I formation, Cole Kmet in motion from the left to the right hand side. Fields changing the play and taking the snap and handing it off to the running back, who's Khalil Herbert, and getting all the way down for a gain of 8. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Third down and 2. Another chance for the Lions to get off the field here, but can they do it? Fields very effective from this sort of range. Drops back to throw. Wide open Cole Kmet. Touchdown Bears. Oh boy, what a first drive for the Bears. Lions should have got off the field on 3rd and long. Commit a holding penalty. And the Bears convert another 2 third downs on the way to an opening touchdown for Cole Kmet. 13-yard touchdown pass by Justin Fields. Wasn't really play action, but complete busted coverage. The guy who should have been on that is Will Harris, if I've got my assignments right there, unfortunately. Always behind it. And the Bears strike first, 6-0. Gutting start for the Lions. PAT is good, and it is 7-0. And in comes Ash. Yeah, looks like in the Discord chat they're all calling out Will Harris there, so it's not just me who saw that. Good, good. How you doing, Ash?
Well, I was doing okay until that touchdown.
Yeah, tell me about it. That was a rough first series, and we should have got off the field a couple of times, which really hurts. How was your Christmas and New Year?
I was pretty well. Christmas was great, hanging with the family. My lovely aunt got me a flag to hang in the background instead of the England one, and my brother got me a lovely vintage like wind blower for the Lions. But yeah, it was quite nice hanging with the family. Just wish we could have got the job done on Christmas Eve because I was there at work watching it just head in hands.
It was rough, wasn't it? That was a horrible game. But, I mean, against the run, we've done a couple of good things today. They haven't burned us apart from the 4th down tight end toss to the quarterback, which I thought was just a really nice play design. I mean, that's going to be really hard to stop no matter who's doing it. But when you're doing it with Justin Fields and you've got Montgomery blocking for him, you're on a bit of a hiding
Yeah,
to nothing there.
true, and on the first down conversion as well, a third down conversion for them as well. Like we just went a bit too far with the rush, and then he was just able to blitz pass and convert, wasn't he? That's just,
And the
uh,
hold on Jerry as well.
yeah, yeah, true, yeah.
Absolutely gutting. But how are you feeling about this game otherwise, apart from this one? I know that you wrote the article for us, but what do you reckon?
I am confident. Like I did predict a touchdown to Komet because I could just see him running that crossing route would get them one touchdown. It's just happened early. I still think we can grind out the take control, grind out the clock, impose our will on them because they are not good on defense, despite their vaunted reputation the past couple of years. They haven't been that good this year. They're like us last year. They're transitioning, and so we need to take advantage of that.
Makes sense. I've got a huge amount of bets on today.
Oh no.
So I'm hoping for the best. I went with Bears plus 5.5. I just thought it'd be a close game. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping, well, I'm not hoping for a close Lions win. I'm hoping for a blowout Lions win, but it just never seemed likely to me.
Yeah, you're covering both possibilities. Either we get the blowout and we're happy, or it's close, we have a nail biter, but you still get money.
Something like that. um, One Funky said the hold on Jerry was the biggest play of the drive. Surely it wasn't bigger than that Fields run, man. That Fields run. Oh, if you mean biggest in terms of impact as opposed to yardage, then fair. I
Yeah.
completely agree. Ash said, "Can you kindly show the score? Matthew can't show it. Appreciate it." Like, Grandizer, man, we're behind you in the States. If we show the ESPN score, then we spoil the game for ourselves. Why would we do that? Why would we do that?
True.
So horrible. Do you want me to sync up to you in terms of the TV?
That's fine. We can do it like last week, where if I'm behind, I'll just analyze the line play. You know what I'm like.
Cool. Sounds good to me, man. Prison Mike says statement drive here, and you're absolutely right. We need to make a statement and get right back. The kickoff went through the end zone, and the Lions are now on offense. Goff under center, takes a snap. Play action. Man saw it quickly. Good check down to tight end. I think that's Brock Wright. It is Brock Wright. Gain of about 3 there. Man straight in his face saw that play action coming, and Goff checked out of his designed rollout pass in the flat and checked it down in the middle, and that was a good reaction by him.
We've just seen the Chiefs must have had a bad snap on their PAT because it looked saying it's a 2-point conversion attempt failed for them against Denver. Yeah.
Jags lead as well now. They've scored a touchdown. Goff takes a snap, hands it off, run up the middle for Jamal Williams. Plenty of room there, and he gained maybe 4, making it 3rd down and manageable.
We need to. I don't want to say we need to get this to keep the momentum, but oh god, if we don't get this and we punt away.
Yeah.
God.
All right. Here we go. 3rd down and 4. Clock winding down. 10 seconds to get the snap off. Amon-Ra was in as the running back, but they completely changed formation. 3 men in motion. 4 seconds to go. Got to get the snap off in shotgun. Steps back. Pressure coming. Goff has loads of time. Throws on time to Amon-Ra St. Brown. All the way down to the Bears' 44-yard line. What a throw. He had about 1.5 yards of separation, and Goff put it out in front of him, hit him in stride. That's a really nice throw. And, I mean, the Bears brought 6, I think, there. So the fact that he was protected so well was fantastic. Nice route by Amon-Ra and tackled by Blackwell in the end. Goff showing composure in the pocket and no panicking. One Funky said that was probably the best looking throw from Goff all season. I think the throw to Chark might disagree with you last week, but, you know, there we go. Lions now at the 41 of the Bears. Motion into I formation. Take the snap. Play action again. Looking deep. Oh! Throwed it behind Jameson Williams. If he'd hit that on time, so Jamo was coming left to right and converting that. Ooh. Goff changing helmet.
Oh, the headset might be broken.
Yeah, that's what it is. Really interesting play design there, getting Jameson Williams shallow crosser route left to right. That could be really good. He is incredibly quick.
He is. It's just a matter of getting that timing on with them. I believe I believe Goff can throw a pass to him. It's just getting that timing. We saw it last year with the receivers. With Amon-Ra, it took him a good while to get on the same page with him, and it's Amon-Ra.
Lovely run by Jamal Williams. Oh, there is a flag on the play, unfortunately. This probably coming back. He got a gain of 12 there, and he got about 6 yards after contact. But here we go. Holding on the offense. On 77, that's Frank. Unfortunate. Oh, boy, that wiped out a great gain. What a shame.
I mean, I've got Amon-Ra and Jamal in my fancy team in the playoff final, so I was hoping for points then.
I've got Russell Wilson starting quarterback for my final.
Oh, God.
I had him or Baker as my choices, which is just rough. You came last in the redraft, didn't you? But you're in the final of the paid league for us.
Yep.
Oh, lovely play design, and Khalif Raymond gets about 15 back. 3rd down and 5 now. Just a deep slant route to him, and Goff got that out really nicely. Sidearm throw by Goff.
So to say, but if you look at who my starting quarterbacks are in the keeper league, it might not go well for me. I've got Minshew and Karen starting for me.
Oh, dear.
I made the mistake of basically having Hurts in all my leagues.
Yeah, it happens. You want some diversity sometimes. 3rd and 4, and a long 4 for the Lions. In shotgun, takes a snap. Plenty of time, well protected. Looking, throwing, and Chark off the hands. He should have had that. DJ Chark couldn't bring it in. This is going to be an interesting decision for the Lions. I think they're going to be staying on offense here.
I think there will be, yeah.
Have to be. It's not Badgley's range, and you're around the 40? No, you're 35, so it'd be about 52-yarder. Oh, Goff is... Oh, no, they're going for it. There's not a lot of time to get this play off now, though. They're still in the huddle, and there's 12 seconds to go. They've just broken it now. At the 35-yard line. No time here. 5 seconds. In shotgun. 3. In motion. Goff takes a snap. Looking well protected again. No check down options. Got to throw it. Goes for it all. To the end zone. The player's held in the end zone. Chark, he's got to get a flag. He's been hauled down. There is a flag. There is a flag. There was... That's the most egregious DPI.
That is a clever heads-up play from Goff there, because that's when you see like Brady, Rodgers, all the top quarterbacks drawing that PI. If they can't get something, they throw it somewhere where they know the receiver is going to draw DPI in them. Great heads-up play.
Pass interference called on the Bears in the end zone. First down and goal from the 1. Lions back in business. Prison Mike says Badgley hit 2 of 3 on field goals over 50 this year. That's true, but he's not money from that distance, and I think that they're feeling when they're 7-0 down in that spot that they'd rather go for that. Brent said both defenders held. Chark, they did. Both of them had a go. I couldn't believe the back referee didn't throw it, and Prison Mike's just said that exact point. First and goal from the 1. Heavy set, I formation, Brock right in motion, right to left. Goff takes a snap, hands it off to Williams, and hit at the line to gain. In fact, they're giving it a loss of 1 there, so second down and goal from the 2.
Come on, Ben Johnson, you ought to play me and Antoine.
God, the headset issues mean that the backup quarterback is calling the plays out to Jared Goff on a whiteboard. Lions with some difficulties here. This is an 8-play, 73-yard drive, taking 4 minutes off the clock so far. Second down and goal. Now in 2 tight end personnel, 2 receivers, and actually one of the wide receivers is Shane Zylstra in motion and throws it. Touchdown Lions! In the flat to Brock Wright. He had Shane Zylstra open as well down the middle, but Goff finds his man, and the Lions are back in business. 2-yard touchdown to Brock Wright.
Yes.
Happy New Year, fellas. First one of 2023 is to tight end Brock Wright. Watch Zylstra on this replay, though. Bumps his man, and he gets a bit congestion there, but if he holds it just for a bit longer, he's completely empty. Empty? He's been left completely alone on the left-hand side. Here goes the PAT. Snap is good, hold is good, and Badgley is money from that sort of range. 7-7 ball game. And Forest drew against Chelsea.
Ooh!
Serge Aurier with the gold. I love it. Things you love to see. Right, New England in the red zone against the Dolphins. 2nd and 7 from the 8. Mac Jones hands it off. That's not going to go anywhere. Nothing scored in that game so far. Let's have a look at the rest of the league.
Oh, I was doing decent. 5 for 7 for 53 and 1 sack taken.
Right, Arizona 3-0 up against Atlanta. Chicago, Detroit 7-all. Jacksonville 7-0 up on Houston with the ball. Kansas City 6-0 up on Denver. They have the ball, but deep in their own territory. New England, Miami, I just told you about, is 3rd and 6 from the 7, and they've just taken the snap there. Jones throwing to the end zone, and that's a touchdown for the Patriots. Lovely throw, corner of the end zone by Mac Jones to, I think, Nelson Aguilar. No, Tyquan
Thornton.
There we go. Indianapolis versus the Giants is a 0-0 ball game. We are pulling for Indianapolis there, and that's 4th and 1 at the Giants' 5. So they could be going for that. That would make it very interesting. Carolina, Tampa Bay. Carolina leads 7-0. And the Cleveland Browns lead the Washington Commanders 3-0. That is the key game for the Lions today. The Browns need to pull out the win on the road against Washington. And if they do that, the Lions will be alive next week, even if they lose this game. And then, of course, in the late slate, we have Minnesota at Green Bay, which is also interesting. Where's Seattle?
They are. I just saw it.
It's a 4:05 game against the Jets.
Yeah.
What did you like from that drive, Ash?
God, well, Goff's heads up play on the sort of Hail Mary DPI. I love that, but also just I like and just St. Brown as well. Like it doesn't need. That's why I forgot about it because it's just so expected of him now on third down to make the play to convert it.
I'm really coming around to Goff, at least just for next year. Like, he's evading. I know that we talked about it on the preview show, and our Bears guys were saying, "Oh, Goff can't get away from pressure like a running quarterback can." But his evasion in the pocket has gotten much better. Just a little shimmy sidestep to buy a second has gotten really, really good. Actually, he's taking good checkdowns when he needs to. His pocket awareness has been fantastic. Prism Mike said exactly the same thing there. His throws are on time more often than not. He's actually been let down by his receivers a couple of times already in this game. It's just a really interesting kind of thing for him, but he's gotten to the point where I'm kind of happy to go with him for another year. I don't want him there long term, but he's done enough that I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater if the draftee isn't there.
Exactly, completely agree. And then I know we've discussed it on the Discord with people, but for the people calling for us to trade for Derek Carr, why? Just why? That's a lateral move at best. Exactly, it's a lateral move at best, and he has shown where God it was like 2016 where he had his near MVP campaign before he broke his leg, and he led the Raiders needed to the playoffs. That
Sack City for John Kaminsky. Hutchinson put Fields under pressure looking to throw. He tried to evade, and Kaminsky was there to wrap him up. Loss of about 3 on that one. Sorry, Ash.
It's fine. I was going to say, I was just discussing Carr, but there we go. Kamish should be a priority re-sign for me.
I think he's got to be up there for sure. TJ Campbell says he's over from Mike Kimber. What's up, dudes? Go Lions. Love Mike Kimber. He is our guy. Thank you to him. Thank you to you for coming over our way just for a moment. 2nd down and 13 here. Fields in shotgun. Man in motion right to left. Got one running back in there. Takes the clock all the way down and hands it off to Montgomery with lots of room. And he trips. He trips and maybe gains about 8. So might make it 3rd down and maybe 4. Gain a 9 and 3rd down and 4. Oh, man, we could have put them in such a bad situation there, but something about our run defense just isn't there right now.
Yeah, it's just not clicking. But at least we've got some good news. With that pass to Brock Wright, we have got the most touchdowns for tight ends in franchise history in a season with 11. And Jared Goff passes Matthew Stafford for most touchdowns at Ford Field in a season.
Wow, that's huge. Fields taking off and makes a 1st down. He's got a lot of room. Can he go all the way? He might go all the way. Can he do it? But Kirby Joseph takes him down at the Detroit 6. A scramble up the middle for 64 yards.
I pointed this out in a preview. We are too... Nick Bow, I'll credit Nick Balkan because he's actually on it and posted the Twitter clip that made me realize it. When we're on 3rd and shorts like that, we're too aggressive. We're too much near the line, and it just leaves a single high safety. All Fields has to do is get outside, and he's got one person to beat. We need to mix it up because it's predictable. I remember me posting on the preview said about it, and then in Facebook, someone tried to say, "Oh yeah, why would they run Fields that much? Like they've got nothing to play for." That is why, because it's the way to beat us. Exactly.
Play clock wind down, and they've taken the snap. Montgomery from the 9 gets all the way down to the 3. I do have Justin Fields in one of my fantasy teams, which feels horrible.
He's got 104 rushing yards already.
It's just not acceptable, man. Like, Anzalone got sidestepped there, and that's fine. Like, you need to be able to allow that and still be able to make the tackle. You know what he's going to do. Aaron Glenn needs to sort himself out here. You need to know that that's a problem for you. 2nd down and goal. Looks like Fields has got them. But great tackle there by number 92? 97, Hutchinson holding his shoulder.
I've
Looks
just
like he's
seen
okay.
I've just seen Okuda is not on the field. He's been replaced by Mike Hughes. He's on. Okuda's been benched.
Don't like that.
Nor do
Don't
I.
like that. Third down and goal. Chicago break the huddle. 7 seconds left. Third down and goal from the 2-yard line. Heavy set. Take the snap. Fields. Lots of time. Under pressure. Trying to escape to the left-hand side. He's got the edge. He's going for it. And he takes the loss. He takes the effective sack there. 4th down and goal. And he's now going to be at the 4-yard line. Loss of 2. And I think that loss is going to mean they're going to take the field goal here rather than go for it.
Yeah, has to.
4th down and 2, I can see them going for it. But 4th and 4, I think, is just maybe a step too far. Fields escaping, and Hutchinson reacted fantastically there to force him outside. The fact that he manages to shift his weight means that Fields then has to run that way. And I hope he gets credited with the sack. Fields looks absolutely pooped. They are lining up for the 23-yard attempt, and it's up and good. Bears lead by 3, 10-7. And, I mean, Detroit got to count their lucky stars that they're not down by 7 there, Ash.
Yeah, we do. But hopefully the one good thing about this is that at least it gives it the Bears their Twitter clip of Fields running to tweet for next week. We can actually focus on winning now because that seems what I'd like to do. They like to pick out little moments, not focus on the whole game. If people have seen their tweet about this week.
And Bears Twitter was very defensive about anyone calling them out on that.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw Ant's tweet in the response to that, but it was very precious. But it was like, oh, what do you expect us to tweet about? And it's like, okay, yeah, fair point, but you still lost. Like,
exactly,
it's like you tried to frame it like it was a win.
Yep.
You could have just said, last time Fields did this against the Lions, but it was like, look what we did to the Lions last time. And it's like...
Exactly, maybe... it's about the tone. It's about the tone of what they did.
I was about to say maybe we're reading tone into it where there wasn't any. I don't know, but it did
maybe.
seem a bit... Yeah, I didn't like it. Cool Down Rat says Fields is the best running back in the game. Fields is the best running back in football, maybe. Like, I said it on the preview show. He reminds me so much of Cam Newton. Just as a below average passer, generally. Got a great deep ball when he's protected, but he's not a great intermediate or short passer. And when he's throwing deep, he needs time to throw. And he needs time to throw wherever he's throwing. But he's more accurate than Cam, so it's not really a criticism because it never really was of Cam. He was effective otherwise. But he's a better runner than Cam. Like, I don't think Cam could pull off those 60 or 70-yard runs. He was more of a bulldozer. And Fields can do the bulldozing, but he doesn't have to.
Yeah, I was about to say Cam was very much like a tank. Like, obviously, I've got my Panthers friend, and yeah, he still loves Cam to bits to this day, just because of that. Like, you got that, and obviously that famous clip when they're playing the Packers, like, oh, you've been watching film, have you? Watch this in audibles and scores a touchdown. Like, that's why people loved him for like his ability to run through people and his sort of like personality. Fields has probably got is slightly better passer, a slightly faster runner. But just about the personality, like some of the clips you see of Fields, it's just, I don't know if it's Chicago draining it out of him, but it just seems a bit devoid sometimes.
Let's see what we have in the chat. Tapo says, I'm not even worried about the future with Fields in the division. He's gone in 5 years if he keeps this up. He's basically a running back taking massive hits all over. I mean, maybe, but if you have a look at someone like Lamar, who is going to pass for the rushing yards single season, Lamar that season was the MVP. And if they designed an offense around him that actually protected him while he was doing that, he could be effective and he'd be better protected. And, you know, we would worry about that a little bit more and plan for it. But because it's scramble drill more often than not when he does it, he does take the hits. And... it's the fact that the Bears are trying to design an offense around him which develops him as a passer, which is probably the right thing to do for him long term. But, oh, Jamal Williams up the middle. Lovely run for about 14 yards and a first down for the Lions, straight up the middle. I just feel like the route they're taking with Fields is the right one. Try and make him a good long-term player by forcing him to throw when it's not maybe the best thing to do for them right now. But it's like we were saying, it's like the guy before was saying, why are they doing this when they're not trying to win now because they're bad? And it's like, well, they are trying to win games, but they're also trying to develop him.
Exactly. I completely agree. And it's looking at Lamar, like him scrambling so much, he's caught up with him. Like he hasn't practiced for 4 straight weeks now. He's been injured. It will catch up with him. And the Ravens are trying to do the same thing. They're trying to develop him as a passer, and he can do it. But at the same time, they're also trying to do it by also giving him players to work with. They've always focused on the O line. They've always been drafting in receivers like Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, and James Prochet, and all that. People throw it with the Bears are just throwing fields to the wolves. He's got nothing. I know they've traded for Chase Claypool, but he's been as good as basically being a slightly faster Devin Funchess recently.
Lovely play action throw to DJ Chark all the way down to the 29 of the Bears. Fantastic throw by Goff, and Chark in absolutely acres of room. That play was from the 42 of the Lions, and Chark against zone coverage with a deep skinny, and he just had acres of room and all the way down for a big gain. Lions in business here, coming towards the end of the first quarter. From the 29 now, heavy set on the right-hand side, couple of tight ends in there. Goff hands it off, and they do run that way, and good amount of room there for Jamal Williams, and gain of 7. All the way down to the 22. Cool down Rats says field stretching on the sidelines looks like back hip stretching. I agree. He looks like he's in a little bit of pain. I actually thought when he pulled off his big run and got hauled down at the 8 or 9 of the lines, whatever it was, that he looked like he came up and kind of was limping just a tiny bit. Not an amount that would give you any cause for concern if you're a Chicago Bears fan, but there we go. That's the end of the first quarter. 10-7 in favor of the Bears, but the Lions are in the red zone, 2nd and 3 when they come back out of the break there. Let's have a look around the league. Atlanta have gone up now against Arizona, 7-3. Arizona have the ball at around midfield. Kansas City 6-0 up on Denver. Denver have the ball 3rd and 2 on the Kansas side of the field. Just Miami down 7 against New England. That's 2nd down and 6 there. And now 1st down and 10 at the New England 24. So Miami are driving here. Indianapolis did take a field goal. They're up 3-0, but the Giants are 2nd and goal from the 7. New Orleans 7-0 up against Philadelphia, and they have the ball at midfield. And Carolina, Tampa have the ball, but 3rd and 4 in their own territory. They're down 7-0. Cleveland, Washington is 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Washington have the ball on their own 3. And the final game there, Houston, Jacksonville 7-0 up. Houston with the ball in their own territory, but they're in punting formation at the moment. So that's all the games. There's quite a lot going on today, Ash. I feel like so many more games than normal.
I know it's because we've been used to the past couple of weeks with the Saturday games. It's been a bit more spread out, and now it's all getting congested again.
I'm guessing they couldn't play yesterday because of the playoffs in college.
Yeah, there's that rule from way back that's that says they can't play the same day.
Can't play the same day, but if it's a regular season game, they could if it was bowl games. But even though they're bowl games, because it's the playoff, that counts, I guess.
I think so. Yeah, I've seen people saying it should be changed because it was back when the NFL were the ones that needed to be protected because college was better, and now it's obviously it should be the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good that it gives college its own time. It should have its own time.
True.
And to be honest, college is probably more exciting to watch. Dolphins are down all the way to the 5-6 yard line. Now, good throw by Teddy Bridgewater.
I can't argue that college is more exciting to watch after watching that Cheez-It Bowl.
I must admit, I didn't get there, unfortunately.
I was at work for the first half. Obviously, it was the FSU one. We were doing badly in the first half. I come back home from work, and then suddenly Jordan Travis just turned into the Jordan Travis I know and love, rather than the Jordan Travis that Ant and Rai seem to think he is.
2nd down and 3 here for the Lions, coming out of the break. at the 22. Motion into I formation. Goff play action. Good throw to Jason Kabinda for a gain of 5 and a Detroit first down.
He finally caught that play.
That's just one of those plays that's just a staple when you run with a fullback, the fullback in the flat on play action. You need to be able to run that play and run it efficiently. Third down and goal for the Giants. Daniel Jones looking, trying to escape. Got a man in his face. Throws. Touchdown, Giants. That's not one we need. Oh, nice backflip by Richie James.
Ooh.
Toss play to the left-hand side for the Lions. Swift, goal on the room, touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, and the Lions take the lead. 13-10, PAT to come. And that's just good blocking by the offensive line, and Swift beating one man. Jaquan Brisker couldn't hang, and the Lions lead. Another fantastic drive on offense for the Lions.
That shows that's the little glimpses of Swift that could convince us to keep him around. Because when he's on and he can do stuff like that, he's great. It's just the other stuff.
PAT is snapped. Not a great snap, but a good hold. And it is converted. 14-10. Lions lead. The snap was a little low, but Fox is potentially, I'm going to say it now, Fox is the best holder in the NFL. It's such an underrated part of the game, but you need a good one, and he's been fantastic. And with his ability as a passer, I'd love to see us run up fake at some point. Direct snap to the holder. That'd be great.
Wow, next week, it's the perfect time to empty the bag of tricks. Right?
Well,
and
we have previous in Lambeau throwing touchdown fakes from field goals. Prater a few years ago.
I can still hear the Pat McAfee call in my head.
Yes,
for that.
Me too.
And using that as a segue, I agree with the holding bit, because have you ever heard the story of what Pat McAfee said when he was coming out of college?
No.
So obviously he was a kicker punter, and he obviously got drafted as a punter, and the Colts owner was like, "Oh yeah, have you ever held field goals?" And McAfee was like, "Yeah, sure I have." He never had, so he had to sleep on Vinatieri's couch for like 3 weeks, and Vinatieri put him through like a holding little like boot camp, and it was like in his head. McAfee said, "I was like a first ever one." It's like Vinatieri was staring down. It's like, "If you mess this up for me, kid, I'm going to kill you." Because obviously Vinatieri is still that big legend, and McAfee's like, "Oh no."
Oh, Vinatieri is such a legend.
He is.
The thing about McAfee is he just think that you could pull that sort of thing off. But the thing about holders is that when they fuck up, the kicker gets blamed.
Yeah.
It's never the holder. Unless it's egregiously bad. Touchdown Tyreek Hill. And that really helps me out. I love to see it. Miami back on level terms pending the PAT. Let's see. I don't think I'm starting Teddy Bridgewater, am I? It just said Teddy Bridgewater with a big play, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I haven't started Teddy, have I? Please
no, if you started. Oh God, if you have.
Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should. I thought I had Tyreek. Oh, that sucks. Okay, never mind. Right, Lions lead. We're coming out of the break. Shook says Finkel is Einhorn, laces out. I have no idea what that means.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. That's spoilers for people who haven't seen it, but it's basically the plot of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
I've watched it, but I mean, you're talking maybe 15 years ago. Browns pick off the Commanders. Wentz has thrown his second pick. He's thrown 2 completions for 13 yards and 2 interceptions. Can you say benched in the first half? Because he's only been on the field for 17 minutes and 2 picks. That is not good for them, especially when they were running fine. Why change? I don't get it. Arizona in the red zone. And David Blau, touchdown pass.
Touchdown, David Blau.
David Blau to Trey McBride. And they lead again. Here goes...
I don't know why... Well, I don't know if you're surprised he scored touchdowns. Don't you remember what his first ever career completion was?
75-yarder to Kenny Golladay.
Yep. Thanksgiving. I
Thanksgiving,
was
yeah.
in. I remember being in the pub for that one. I was there because my friend worked at the pub. I was there on the TV watching it. I was like, I don't like this. We're starting a backup QB. Look up and just see the front. Just like, oh my.
That was so good. I love that. Run up the middle by Khalil Herbert for 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Fields only has 2 completions in this game. 2 completions, 1 touchdown. That is a good rate.
He well, to be fair, it doesn't surprise me. Fields has got like the least completions of any QB who started more than 5 games. It's mad.
Yeah. Jet sweep to Velus Jones Jr., who gains about 15 and gets the 1st down. Harley asking for an update on the game. Lions lead 14-10. Neither side managing to stop the other on defense. Offenses rule. Bears running game torching the Lions run defense, and the Lions passing game torching the Bears defense. This is exactly what we saw last week, and we saw the run game win out. I hope we don't see the same thing here, but we shall see. Bears in I formation now with Fields under center. Lions go narrow and run up the middle. And what a tackle! Big hit by Alex Anzalone. Gain of 1. That was a ferocious hit by the Viking.
So I say that the thing that makes me have faith that the run won't win out is that the Panthers at least have a good defense to sort of complement that run game. The Bears just don't.
If you're in the live chat, I'm hoping, there is a feedback form which we're running all year round now. So click that, leave your comments about the show. Would love to hear from you about what we can improve here. There's also a tip page if you feel so inclined. Would love you to do that. It helps support the stream. Fields with a nice pass to Cole Kmet for 15 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They are rolling.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Iffy that was picked on in coverage there as well.
It was. Or was that Will Harris? Oh, they're on the coverage. They're saying they think that might have been incomplete. I wonder if Dan Campbell's going to go for that. It's whistled dead. They're talking about it. Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Iffy. Yeah, just in a replay.
They have called it an incomplete pass on the field. Campbell challenged it, but they've called it incomplete after discussion anyway.
Thank God.
3rd down and 10. Let's have a look at this again. Komet going to ground, holding it out in front of him. The ball's moving, and yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He doesn't have hands on it at some point, so there we go. Harley Quinn in the chat, manifesting a Lions win and seat in the playoffs. I mean, we can't clinch today with a win under any circumstances, but a win and a loss against Green Bay, if Green Bay lose today, might be enough. If results go their way, the Lions only need 1 win.
Yeah, if we win today, we control our own destiny kind of thing.
I think if you beat the Packers, you have to have everything go against you to be out, but you don't quite have it in your own hands, I don't think. Even if like Seahawks and Commanders and Giants all lose, I still think it's live, even if we win both games. Unfortunately. But you'd have to be really unlucky. It would be just like the Lions to finish up 9-8 and not get there. Austin Damon asks, where's the form for review? So if you go into the description of the show, there's a tip page with a colon and a link, then feedback form, then website, then contact info. You should see all the links down below, hopefully. If not, then I'll just post the link in the chat and you should be able to see it there. There you go. Right. Fields, shotgun, steps back, looking to throw. Had to be hurried and threw it too long for Byron Pringle. Really good pressure in the face of him there and forced him to throw a bit too quickly. And the Lions get off the field on defense. Things you love to see. Who is this? That looks like Will Harris.
It is Will Harris.
Will Harris and up against Herbert and just knocks him out of the way. And then he hits Fields. But he doesn't really follow through on the hit. And Herbert is injured.
That will be a big blow for them because Herbert is the most efficient. Yeah.
Just kind of came off holding his lower leg, but they didn't have to call an injury timeout, so maybe he's just okay. Fair catch called and made by Khalif Raymond at the 13-yard line. And Lions have the ball and the lead, 14-10. Let's have a look around the league. Arizona, then, as we were talking about earlier, did take that lead. Atlanta have the ball, but on their own 35. Denver have hit a field goal and are now only down by 3. Kansas 6-3 lead there. Miami and New England is 7 apiece at midfield. 2nd down and 19 for the Patriots. The Giants have the ball and lead by 4 against the Colts, but on their own side of the field. New Orleans are 10-0 up against Philadelphia. They will be kicking off to the Eagles, who will receive the ball with about 8.5 minutes to go in that one. Carolina lead Tampa Bay 7-0, and they have the ball at their own 35.
The Bucks just missed a field goal. That's why 53-yarder.
What a shame. Washington still down by 3 against Cleveland, and they have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 4. They have not been fortunate with field position today so far. And with Carson Wentz under center, I don't see it going well for them. Jacksonville up still by 7 against Houston. Sorry, Ash.
I was about to say, I know they probably won't do it because they're still in contention, but I want to see Sam Howell I think they need to start thinking about that, because I know they're still in contention, but they need to see what they have in Howell, because Wentz isn't it. Heineke is okay, but is he enough to take that next step? I want to see how.
Taylor Heineke is the very definition of the 32nd best starting quarterback in the NFL. Like, he is good enough to be a starter, but I'm pretty sure he's the worst one of them. Like, he's not the 33rd guy. Like, he won't be. He's got enough about him to win you games, and I think he looks good doing it, and he inspires confidence. Like, I like his intangibles. There's enough to like about him that means I think whatever team thinks they're the worst in the league but wants to make themselves competitive, they should just roster him and just say, we're going to run with you as a bridge. Like, he's in that sort of Teddy Bridgewater territory. I'm pretty sure Teddy Bridgewater is around 31st, 32nd in the NFL in quarterbacks. Like, you don't like him being your guy, but I don't think you can do much better more easily at that sort of price point.
Yeah, 100%. Is it him, Teddy, and I would put Gardner Minshew in there. Similar kind of thing.
I could even stretch to putting Darnold in there. I think since he's come back, he's shown enough about him that you could consider him in that sort of territory. He threw a lovely touchdown pass today.
He's just, Donald's just more volatile, isn't he? He has the tangibles to, on games, be like a top 16, look like a top 16 quarterback, but just doesn't have the stability that sometimes he looks like the worst quarterback in the league.
Lions threw on 1st down there. They were trying to run a wide receiver screen. Goff realized quickly that it had been blown up, and so decided to throw it into the turf near a receiver. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. On his own 13, Goff 7 of 10 for 84 and a touchdown so far. Takes a snap in shotgun, 2-step drop. Goff throwing down the middle and trying to throw to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's looking around for a flag, but he's not going to get it. 3rd down and 10.
I say that you could guess which receiver he threw near the turf at.
I thought it was Leaf.
Jameson is one of 6 targets in him this season.
14-10 Lions. 3rd down and 10, deep in their own territory. Would hate to go 3 and out here.
Yes.
Goff in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Under pressure. Goff rolling out to the right. Man up there. Nice throw down to Shane Zylstra, who dives down, and he's short by about 3. He only had 1 man to beat, but couldn't do it. 4th down coming, and the punt team should be coming on the field here. Zylstra looked like he should have got it there. Nice check down to him, and he had a man that he could have used, but instead he kind of run upfield. He tried to go too quickly there, I think. Kansas City picked off by Denver in the end zone. What a lovely interception that is. Mahomes walking off the field. Yeah,
Justin Simmons.
What a season he's having. Jack Fox, the MVP, is on to punt. 4th and 3. Fox does punt. And it's an absolute beast from his own 4 all the way down to the 20. Big hit. Pettis down at the 30. Return of 10, but an absolute bullet from Jack Fox. It makes
I'd
such
say
a difference. You don't really realise how much a punter makes a massive difference to your team, Ash. And then I watch college football, and you get, stopped near your own goal line, around the 2 or 3 yard line, and you've got a guy who averages 35 or 40 yards a punt. The guy's receiving it on your own 40-yard line on a head of steam. If he's returning it 10 or 15 yards, you're in field goal range. Like,
yeah.
it's unbelievable to have a guy who can flip the field from. So he kicked it from his own 4, and it was received on their 20. That's a 76-yard punt.
Yep.
If I can do my maths. I actually don't know whether the punting statistics are taken from the line of scrimmage. I'm guessing they probably
It's like,
are.
I think, looking at the score, it's the line of scrimmage. Even then, it's a 60-yarder because it's from our 20 to their 20.
Absolutely incredible punt.
Exactly. It's one of those things now where we can start thinking about that because we are a good enough team in general where special teams can be that deciding factor.
Mm. Absolutely. It could be that deciding factor. You've got to hope for the best here. We've got a long time to go, haven't we? Oh, Jacksonville with a massive long touchdown. That is Travis Etienne. Long rushing touchdown. I don't know how long that was, but it was absolutely huge. 14-0 there. I'm going to have a look.
62 yards.
Yeah. ETM 5 of 99 and a touchdown. 5-4-99. I really hope. Oh no, Tyler Algier has been got by bloomin' Chris Perfett in my final against him. That's absolute disaster. He is in the final of the POD Fantasy League, and he was 7-7, and he got in. Oh my God!
See how I face him.
I don't like it, man.
Oh no! I've just seen who's starting against me in one of my finals at quarterback.
Who would the worst person be right now? I don't know.
For me to Fields.
Oh shit.
18 points currently.
Touchdown for the Giants. Hodgkins gets on the board, and the Giants are now up by 10 with the PAT to come. Doesn't look like help is going to come from there. It's just come up with a graphic there. The Lions make the playoffs with a win in both games and a loss from either Seattle or Washington once. So that could happen in this week. And then they do have it in their own destiny. And it's a sack on Fields!
Pascal!
Josh Pascal! Pressure from both defensive ends. Hutchinson couldn't get there. And as Fields rolled out, he walked right into the path of Pascal, who had to hold on for dear life, but he got there. And Pascal coming from the 3 technique there. What a play. Yep. Cheers to you, sir. Fields with 3 sacks on the day and only 3 completions. Bears under pressure now. Fields changing the play. Only 3 seconds to get this off. 2nd and 22. Taking the snap. 2-step drop. Quick throw. And a good completion. And a good hit by Ife Melifonwu. That's a gain of about 16 yards and 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 7, correction. Washington are driving against the Browns. 1st down and 10 now for them. 3rd down and 6. Chance for the Lions to get off the field. But can they do it is the big question. Shotgun snap coming. 11 personnel. Changing the play with 5 seconds to go now. 4, 3, takes a snap. 2-step drop, quick one. Hutchinson just misses him, and it's another sack. And that will be credited to James Houston. He didn't get there, but he pushed his own man into him. And I'm pretty sure if Fields gets up and just runs, I'm not even sure whether he's down here, because I don't think he gets touched by a Lions player. Let's have a look. I don't think he's touched. But no matter, he's cooled down. 4th and 14. Lions get off the field, and James Houston is a sack machine.
And to think, people having a go at us for for taking Hutch over Tibbs and not
No.
wanting Walker. Not only is Hutch the leading sack artist for rookies, we've got number 2 in James Houston.
It's amazing. Punt by the Bears was not good. Went about 45 or so yards and a return of maybe 4. That could have gone badly for Fields. That's his own man rolling up on him. I think he's okay, but that could have gone very, very badly. Lions have the ball at around the 35-yard line, if I saw that right.
37.
Cool Down Rats has another one to add to team rookie sack record. There we go.
Colin Pouncey's just made a good tweet. Lions rookies might finish with more sacks than the Bears will as a team this season.
Wow.
It's mightily close. If I remember right, I think the Bears have only got like 12 or 13 sacks so far this season.
It's absolutely incredible. 6 sacks in 6 games for James Houston. What a season he is having. Wasn't even on the main roster at the start of the year. Let's have a look at the stats from this game so far. Justin Fields is 3 for 7 for 33 yards and a touchdown. He's suffered 4 sacks for a loss of 26 yards. He's the leading rusher on the game by 4 times the next nearest person. 5 carries for 105 yards and a long of 60. David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert both have 3 for 16. Receiving for Chicago, N'Keal Harry has 1 of 1 for 16 and Cole Kmet 1 of 2 for 13. On defense, Josh Blackwell and Joe Thomas and Matthew Adams lead the team with 3. For the Lions, Goff 8 of 12 for 91 and a touchdown. Jamal Williams 5 for 25, that's 5 yards a carry. And DeAndre Swift 1 for 7 and a touchdown. That's 17 yards a carry. How lovely. Receiving the ball, Brock Wright 2 receptions on 2 targets for 4 yards and that all-important early touchdown. DJ Chark 1 for 2 for 28. So Amon-Ra, same stats, 1 or 2 for 28. Cleve Raymond at 1 of 1 for 15. On defense, Anzalone leads the team comfortably, 6 tackles. Then on sacks, you've got 4 of them. 1 for Houston, 1 for Kaminsky, 1 for Pascal, and 1 shared between Hutchinson and Melifonwu. Tackles for loss, there's also 3 in there. Those are all the sacks that we've listed already. In terms of kicking, you heard about Fox there. That is a 60-yarder he had. Trenton Gill, on the other hand, 2 for 84. So Fox almost has as much as Gill does in 1 punt as he has in 2. Absolutely incredible. In terms of the rest of the NFL, let's see if there's any big changes out there. Denver lead Kansas City, and I took Denver to win that game outright. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. Goff takes a snap and hands it off. Good run by Jamal Williams for a gain of 7 and 2nd down and 3 coming up. What about the rest of it? 10-7 now, Denver, after making the PAT. There's a Bears player leading the field on the cart, number 79. That is Michael Schofield, the offensive lineman. They needed help there already. Lovely run by someone. Didn't
Jamal.
see who it was. Jamal Williams for a first down. Over midfield now too. Probably at midfield, in fact. Darnold with an absolute dime. Panthers have a 2-score lead in Tampa Bay. DJ Moore with that one. I love it. When we were talking to them, I said, I pick you guys to win that division. I think you'll do it. With a win today, it's in their own hands. Washington in the red zone against Cleveland. Lions need help. Checks it down to Williams, Goff, and he makes a gain of about 13 or so, and another first down for Detroit. Now down at the 36 of Chicago. Jacksonville have scored again, 21-0 in that game. Incredible.
I'm going to say, so Houston has got at least 1 sack in 5 of his first 6 NFL games. Who is the only other edge rusher to do that this century?
This century? Oh my
As in like from 2000 onwards, because
yeah.
I don't know who the 1992 person is. So who's the only other person since 2000 to do that?
Dolphins have missed a field goal. I
Oh
I
no.
couldn't even hazard any guesses.
It's someone that Houston's had a lot of comparisons to in terms of his play, let's just say. And we faced
Um,
him this season.
yeah, and we injured him.
Yep.
Miller, not Miller. What's his name?
Yep. Von
Yeah,
Miller.
yeah,
Yeah,
Von Miller.
Von
That's
Miller.
it. Hey, Goff checks it down to Swift, lowers the shoulder. He doesn't quite get there from 2nd and 9. It becomes 3rd and inches here. Can the Lions convert? 6:45 left on the clock.
Ooh.
Wow, Deshaun Watson for the Browns, according to Warren Sharp, 10 minutes ago, was 3 of 8 for 23 yards, 2.9 yards per attempt, and 4 sacks. And he just tried to throw a pass to his own offensive lineman. Absolutely incredible. I love it. 3rd down and 1. Do they get there? I think they do, just. Yeah, they do comfortably. Half a yard. Nice sneak there by Goff and a 1st down. Teppo says, love that MCDC quote. If I remember it rightly, it basically said something on the lines of, that loss against Carolina was one of the best things to happen to us. There's nothing that you like, nothing that causes a reaction quite like getting absolutely trounced in the way that we did.
Yeah, he said we're young. They needed a bit of a reminder that it ain't going to be always this way.
Lions 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Motion into I formation, and Goff hands it off up the middle. Good run, lots of room. Jamal Williams gains of 7. Into the red zone now, down at the 17-yard line. Really nice run, and Williams has been uber efficient. Washington Browns game is inside of 2 minutes now, with Washington driving.
Oh, Javon Holland's out for the Dolphins with an arm injury, so they're getting even
Quick
more
throw
trounced.
to Raymond, and good power there. 1st down Lions, and they're inside the 10, down at the 9.5. 1st down and goal Detroit.
Oh, I can see Twitter's exploding with Penei Sewell's got to be the fastest O lineman in the NFL.
Well, Penei actually overran the protection there, or at least
He did.
Or Swift wasn't quite in the right place. Swift, Williams, was it Williams? No, it was Raymond. Beg your pardon.
Ooh.
Okay, so Raymond in motion, right to left, I formation. Goff, play action. Doesn't appear to be anyone free, but he finds Brock Wright. Touchdown, Detroit! Brock Wright with number 2. He's tight end 1. Lions have 2-score lead. 4:16 to go in the first half, and the Lions got 20-10 with a PAT to come. Lovely play. 9.5-yard touchdown. Goff surveying the field, just 1.5 yards Brock Wright had there, and good power to get over the line. Brisker beaten once again by Brock. You take that matchup every time you can. Brock Wright blocks down on his assignment, then releases out into the flat, takes it to the house.
Yes.
Making me proud, man. Making me proud.
The irony that after we trade away our supposed great, well, I don't say supposed because he is a good tight end, but the irony that since we traded TJ Hawkinson, we've had 9 touchdowns to tight ends.
Oh, boy. Alrighty then. Lions lead by 11. And after that start, and after what Fields did at the beginning of the game, couldn't ask for a better reaction.
Definitely, because it puts them on the back foot, and he has to start throwing, and that's where we can take advantage, hopefully.
Lions now have gone for 66 yards on the ground on 11 carries, averaging 6 yards per carry, which is absolutely fantastic. And the good thing is that everyone's seemingly having that sort of production. So DeAndre Swift 2 for 18, Jamal 8 for 46. That's really, really good stuff. Goff also 12 for 16 for 130. That's over 10 yards per completion, which is also really good stuff.
Yeah, currently Goff is 138.0 passer rating. That's
Things you
mental.
love to see. Brock Wright with another. I think he had one before, right?
Yeah,
Multi-touchdown game.
yeah, I definitely know. Last week it was Zylstra who got the
He got
multi-touchdown.
3, didn't he? But
He got 3. Yeah,
I'm sure that he's had multiple touchdowns this year. Let's have a look.
I yeah.
Oh, or maybe I'm completely imagining it.
Yeah, is that yeah? So I will have a look back on his last because he was last.
2 touchdowns on. Ooh.
Oh. Atlanta have just blocked a Cardinals punt. They're at the Cardinals 5 now, and it was recovered by Richie Grant.
Hey, Ant will be pleased. The Browns have turned the Commanders away on 3rd down at the half-yard line. 4th down and goal. 40 seconds left to go in the half. Massive play for the Lions here, because the Browns need to get a victory to give the Lions a massive bit of help in the playoff push. Brian Robinson going up the middle, holding on for dear life. If the Commanders lose, if the Seahawks lose, if the Lions win, the Lions will be the 7 seed this weekend. Lions kick off and into the end zone.
Yeah, Fred Sav just looked through like his entire game log. Yeah, this is his first multi-touchdown game for Brock Wright. He's had 2 last season, 1 individually, 1 against Vikings in his first debut, and 1 in Packers week 18, and obviously 2 more this season.
Falcons have now converted that block punt. Cordarrelle Patterson gets in for a touchdown. They lead 14-10. 4th down and goal for Washington is just about to happen, but the Lions are about to happen now as well. Bears on their own 25. Fields pulls it. Hutchinson saw it early. Okudah is back out there, and Fields gains about 8. Here comes Washington. 4th down and goal. Man in motion, and Wentz over the top for a touchdown. Use the man in motion as a misdirect. Leapt over the line of scrimmage, and Washington have a lead with 21 seconds to go. Damn. Bears, 2nd and 2 here. 3:45 left in this first half. Komet in motion left to right. I formation. Toss play to the right-hand side. And Khalil Herbert with a huge amount of room. Long run all the way down to the Bears 49.
Chris is going to be happy.
Picked off in the Giants Indy game. Pick 6 for the Giants, and they go up by 3 scores.
Landon Collins on his Giants return as well.
Ooh. God damn it. I didn't even realise he'd signed somewhere.
Yeah, he was on their practice squad for a couple of weeks, and they've called him up last week, I want to say.
Tom Brady's just thrown a 63-yard touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Fields just evades the pressure, gets away. Now can he get hit? Houston strike! It's a strip! Do the Lions have it? Do the Lions have it?
Yep.
Fields hit by Houston.
Recovered by Hutch. I'll wait for the stat. This has got to be some sort of like...
Lions do have it! And Hutchinson has it in his hands. What a play by James Houston. Sorry, Ash.
I was going to say, I'm waiting for the tweet now, honestly, because I think this is going to be some sort of franchise record for amount of games with forced turnovers. I know it's definitely continuing our league-long streak of at least 1 turnover a game.
James Houston with an absolutely incredible play. He absolutely hammered the throwing arm of Justin Fields. And the Bears should have got on it. They had first go at this.
And you can just see like Hutch see it and just like scoop it into himself. Come on.
The Lions have got a chance to go up by 3 scores here, which would be huge in the context of this game. At midfield, Goff now motions into under center, 11 personnel.
Oh god.
Goff hands it off to Swift. Hit hard for a loss of 1.
With 2 scores in the first half, Brock Wright becomes the second tight end in franchise history to record multiple receiving touchdowns against divisional opponents. The other is David Lewis in 1985 against the Vikings.
Wow. There
That's...
you go. Austin said we didn't have a turnover in the Carolina game.
Didn't we? Oh god, then there goes our streak.
We did have a turnover in the Carolina game because we had the muff snap by Goff.
As in, like, we getting a turnover on them.
Yes,
because we
had
indeed.
going
into the game, we had like the league long streak of at least one turnover a game.
Yes, I don't think we had a forced turnover on the other side. Goff with a nice completion all the way down inside like the sort of 35-yard area, and that is the 2-minute warning. 21-10, the Lions lead.
Come on. It's the throwbacks.
Touchdown Kansas City. That's Jerick McKinnon, formerly of the Vikings, having a career resurgence.
Do I have him in?
I have him.
I have him and I haven't played him.
What? That's because he's a must play.
I've got Eckler and Aaron Jones.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame. Oh, I'm 46% against Chris.
So I'm gonna check on our.
I've got Russell Wilson. He's got me 10.5 points so far in a half. That's pretty damn good for him.
That is, yeah. Oh, I've just looked at our keeper league and oh my god.
Are you winning?
No, I'm 47 points behind, like 47% to win. But I'm just looking, it's like Minshew's only got 1.32 points.
Oh man.
Most of my points are Isaiah Hodgins for the Giants.
He's got Daniel Jones. Ryan's got Daniel Jones and he went 10-4. Ay. You started Hodgkins for Giants. Fair play.
Yeah. It's because I know he was on the Buffalo practice squad, so I know that Dable had a good rapport with him, and he's that sort of guy like Gabe Davis for them. But come on, I've got to count on Rodgers maybe doing something.
I'm gonna have to leave you just for 2 seconds. I'll see you in a sec.
Okay. So guys. Oh, okay, one sword, I don't know. Yeah, Brian, I got similar comments on Facebook when I posted the preview article on there. I said earlier that like, why would the Bears coaching staff have field run so much? It seems that everyone thinks they should be in a protect fields mentality when they still have stuff to play for. They've like got pride. Imagine if they won and ended our playoff hopes. That'd be a massive thing for them. You saw what they did with the big fields run in the first game. Imagine what they could do with that. So there's the swings and roundabouts of fandom, I guess. But come on, right? Goff taking a snap in a second. I might be behind everyone else, so I'm sorry if I'm just behind. So look, drops back. Good throw. Good throw. To St. Brown. Come on. Feed St. Brown. Get me all those fancy points. So I'm starting him and Goff in a sort of league that I'm against people I went to school with. So I need as many points as I can because I really want to win that. It's a matter of pride. Ooh. Come on. Play action, rolling. Ooh. Good throw. James Mitchell, the governor. Yes. Time to get him involved. As I was saying earlier, it seems with the hot going, we've seemed to get all the other tight ends involved and it's working. Yeah, nice little route just gets in between the 2 levels of defense. Lovely. If we can go up 18 points into the half, that would be so good for us.
Hello.
Hello.
What did I miss?
um, good throw to Amon-Ra, and then a lovely route by James Mitchell to get us down to their 13. Just goes in between the two levels of defense perfectly on a crossing route.
All right, Lions at the 13, first down and 10.
Yep.
Man in motion right to left is Khalif Raymond. Run play up the middle. Really nice spin by Swift. Couldn't quite break it free. Maybe a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Bears take their second timeout.
So I don't mind that chunk play. As I say, just make them use their timeouts, get much clock down as we can, and then just go into the half up 18. It's perfect.
Patman says the fact our best defensive players are first and second year players feels good. I mean, just think what might happen to this team if we actually get a star or two who's a vet.
Yeah.
Just imagine what happens. Brian Shook on YouTube says Bears subreddit begging the coaching staff to get Fields out of the game. Yeah, us too. Please.
True.
Please. I think it's a viable possibility if we do score here.
Maybe, but do you know who their backup is?
No, not yet. Second down and 6. No gain run up the middle. Bears are going to have to take the third time out. Well, so Tim Boyle is inactive, so it must be
Peterman. Nathan Peterman.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're showing the medical tent going up. Oh, God. Fields might have a concussion.
Really? Is that what they were just saying on the coverage? Oh, Jesus.
It looks at it because you see, yeah, because the way they're showing the replay, it looks like he hit his head. So they're doing a concussion protocol on him.
Oh, dear. Nathan Peterman is getting his helmet on.
Boys.
Oh, boy. Have you got the Lions defense in fantasy?
No,
Lions
I have.
3rd and 6 here. Goff in shotgun from the 9.5-yard line. 5 seconds left to get the playoff. Goff takes a snap. Pressure coming from the Bears. Throws. Good catch. Josh Reynolds hauled back by Kyler Gordon. And it's 4th down and 2. I expect the Lions to take the field goal here.
Yeah. So we're going to 14. So it's a 2-score game still. And then, yeah, they've got a...
Lions, go for it.
Oh, God.
4th and 1. I expect the timeouts to be used here, potentially. Line up and maybe try to run the play.
Try and get caught offside or something. And if not,
so they're not even attempting to get the play off.
So yeah, we're just getting... bleeding the clock, yeah. Good idea.
Lions call timeout. 20 seconds left. The Lions must take the field goal here because a 14-point game, 2 scores, and you're going to overtime. You know, you can't turn down the opportunities to do it here.
100%.
Let's have a look around the league as the Lions have taken their timeout. Atlanta lead by 1, 14-13 against Arizona, and there's 2 seconds left on the clock at midfield, and that's gone to halftime now. Denver 13-10 down against Kansas, 2nd down and 2 at the Kansas 39, so there could be points there on the table for Denver. 7-7 Miami, New England, 21-3 in favor of the Giants against Indianapolis. They've probably won that game already. 13-0 New Orleans against Philadelphia at halftime. Lining up for the field goal are the Lions, and the kick by Badgley is good, 24-10. Carolina up 14-10 against Tampa Bay after that long touchdown by Brady. 2nd down and 18 at the Carolina 30, and it's gone to halftime in Washington 7-3 in their favor against Cleveland. Finally, Jacksonville up by 21-0 against Houston. Oh, this is as good of a half as I could have imagined the Lions doing, especially after that start, Ash.
100%. I was worried if we did when we saw, the first one where I said, we need to get this first down. I was worried that if we didn't get that, they could establish the ground game and we'd be done for. But it seems we've swung the right way for us.
Fields is out of the medical tent and he's got his helmet on. Looks like he's cleared protocol.
Damn it.
17 seconds left. Just let Peterman kneel it out for God's sake.
Yeah.
Giants up by 18 and there's 10 seconds left on second down and 10. They do have a timeout, so they don't have to worry about the runoff there. Come on, Colts. Sort yourself out, Jeff Saturday. It's a Sunday. Come on. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but never mind. It's being returned out of the end zone very, very deep. And he's got a block, and he's going to be going long. Can the kicker get there? No, he can't. He looks like he stepped out of bounds. Good tackle in there by Kirby Joseph in the end. Velus Jones got all the way down to the line's 45-yard line. What a return by him. And Russell Wilson has been stripped. And Kansas have it. 11 seconds to go.
Oh, it's stripped. How nice of Russell then to give the fans at Arrowhead some halftime entertainment if he's doing that lovely Magic Mike show. Could
be incomplete, or it could be a lateral. I'm not sure. Field goal attempt by the Giants is good. They lead by 21. 24
oh my God.
to 3.
Oh my God! Right, I'm muting for a second. I want to.
Don't even. 7 seconds left. 24 to 10. Bears could be Hail Marying here from the 45. Fields looking. Throws intercepted. What an awful throw! And Aiden Hutchinson has another one.
Now can you see why?
Wow! Aiden Hutchinson with pick number 3. Number 3.
And his second on Justin Fields.
Are you sure you aren't concussed? No one will blame you if you are concussed. Justin Fields throws up a terrible pick, and they go into halftime 24 to 10. That was the easiest pass to catch in the world.
That is. I'd have to go back maybe and see if I can find a pick. That is very similar to Hutch's first one in the first game.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Other side of the field for him, dropping into coverage, but incredible.
Well, we know what the Ken Mills staff are going to ask Fields at halftime. Check if he's concussed. They're going to ask if Billie Jean is his lover.
Oh no! I'm going to have to go form a dinner in just a second, but I'm going to recap the statistics now. Fields. 3 of 8 for 33 yards, a touchdown and an interception. We also have on the ground, Fields 6 carries for 113 yards. Herbert 4 for 31 and Montgomery 3 for 16. The fact that Montgomery has only run it 3 times is incredible to me. Receiving game, and N'Keal Harry has 1 for 1 for 16 yards, leads the Bears. Detroit, Goff is 16 for 20. That is 80% completion rate. 173 yards, so that's 11.2 yards per completion, and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing the ball, 69 yards, giggity on 14 carries. 9 for 46 for Williams, 4 for 21 for Swift, and a touchdown. In the receiving game, led by Amon-Ra St. Brown, 3 of 4 for 51. Chark, 1 of 2 for 28. Raymond, 2 of 2 for 24. And Brock Wright, 3 of 3 for 13 and 2 tutties for him. Hutchinson has had a day. He has recovered the fumble, which was forced earlier by James Houston, and he has a pick. And the Lions have 5 sacks in general, including 2 for Houston, 1 for Pascal, 1 for Kaminsky, and 1 shared between Hutchinson and Melifonwu. What a game they've had, Ash.
100%. This is... The D-line has just had a day. Like there was even in earlier where like Bugs had a good couple of QB hits on Fields as well. It's just going off. We're being aggressive. Sometimes it's bitten us badly with the long Fields ones, but for the most part, we've got to Fields and we've made him hurt.
We have. We really have. Do you want to continue to be on stream and just chat with the guys, or do you want me to take a break on the stream?
I think I need a break as well, get some food down me.
Right, fellas, we'll see you in about 10 minutes or so. The game may well have kicked off by that time, but I need to give myself a little bit of time to get this sorted. So we will see you in about 10 minutes' time. Have a good one.
Oh.
Hey Ash, just about to go on now, but I haven't
Hello.
actually eaten yet, so I'm going to
Oh, no.
eat and have my camera off, but have my mic on. Alright?
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you in a sec. Hey everybody, Roar the Lions UK is back. I've got my camera off because I haven't quite eaten yet. I've got my food here, so I'm going to eat off camera and still be watching the game. Ash is watching, as you can see. So, Ash, thoughts from the first half as we have started here?
Looks shaky at the start, but we've grown into the game to dominate now, and so much so that now we're the second highest scoring team in Lions history, only behind the 2011 team. That shows how good this season has been now.
That's an incredible statistic.
I know
Think
it's
of all the Matthew Stafford-led offenses we've had over the years, and that doesn't even seem possible.
exactly, yeah. And it's still a massive margin as well, because we're at 416 points. 2011, it was 474. And I've just looked down and Goff got sacked. Damn it.
Right, apologies while I'm eating, folks. I'll be with you as soon as possible.
Third and 18. Let's have a look. Right in motion. Oh my God, DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift ate his Weetabix at half time. What a run.
Gained
45
about 30.
yards.
How many?
45.
Oh,
45
wow.
yards. That is a run and a half. Reads the blocks well, spins out of a tackle. Jeez. Oh. Oh, go on, JMO. Go on. Go on, my little speed demon. What a play call. What a play call.
Goff handed it off to DeAndre Swift, who handed it off on a reverse to JMO going the other way. Lots of blocking in front, including Jared Goff, and a lovely gainer for him.
40 yards, so in the space of 2 plays, we've got 85 yards. Kudos to Ben Johnson for this opening play script, because holy.
DeAndre Swift then with a gainer down all the way to the 2-yard line, 2nd down and goal lines. Absolutely incredible start for Detroit.
This is
Pants
it's always scary.
Football, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Oh. Down in comes your goal line back now. Jamal is in the game. Bears are offside there, but they haven't called it. Zylstra in motion and handed off to Jamal, who beat his man and a Lions touchdown. 3-possession game now. Jamal with another one to add to his record-setting tally.
Hey, and he does the 2 pumps. We have come out of it. We have come out at halftime feeling dangerous.
Shane Zylstra in motion coming on the end of the line there and then blocking down. He absolutely levels his man on the line of scrimmage. Incredible play. Snap is good. Hold is good. PAT is good. Line's 31-10.
Oh, geez, you okay?
That jalapeno was hotter than I thought it would be. Oh.
You can't handle that much spice. We have a spicy drive and spicy food.
Oh man, got fajitas, and that was like, whoa.
Here we go. Here we go. So that Russian touchdown, Jamal's 15th for the season, moving him into sole possession for second place for most single-season Russian TDs in team history. This is also our 8th game of the season with 30-plus points, establishing a new franchise record. And Barry's one ahead of him. So realistically, this time next week, Jamal Williams could be our new Russian single-season Russian touchdown recorder holder. Bloody hell.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Swift is also averaging over 10 yards a carry now, 10.3. This is...
Ash, that JMO run was something I've been looking for since he got activated. Just, okay, he doesn't know the offense yet. He hasn't been training with us. Get him some easy carries, some easy yards.
Yeah.
Like, just teach him a play or two, get him the ball, short completions, extensions of the run game, or the run game, like they did there.
Yeah. So I think they're starting to do that because I remember this, at least the second incompletion to him, it seemed it was like a short little like 5-and-out route that they were supposed to get him into space. It was just too much pressure on Goff. So I think they are going to do that now. They've installed the deep shots to him, and now they're going to start working on the rest of the playbook. Which can only be good things for us. Because I'm not going to say we're going to be playing a game in 2 weeks' time, but if we are, and he's got a few more hits under his belt, he knows a few more plays, and that, God help whoever we might be facing in 2 weeks.
And the thing is, I know that we've been down on Swift, a couple of the podcast guys especially, including myself. But if he catches fire at the right time, can you imagine playoff Swift being out there? Like, that could be a game changer for us.
Forget playoff Lenny, we've got the new one. Kickoff.
Lions kick is a touchback. Bears coming out to the 25.
Jamal is also the first line since Calvin Johnson to score 15 touchdowns in a season.
Lovely play by Ali McNeil to hold them to a gain of 3 on the ground there.
There's Montgomery again.
Wentz sacked by the Browns, and they're getting the ball back there, Cleveland.
Oh, God. Well, that's good news for us, isn't it? Because December. Another one with touchdowns from Jamal and Swift. Lions running backs have combined for 24 touchdowns from scrimmage this season, ties the 1980 Lions for the most touchdowns that Lions running backs have had in a single season.
Wow.
We're breaking all sorts of records now. And of course, there's Barry. Barry's actually there to see it as well. Lovely. Lol. So the Bears look like they're going 3-and-out.
Incredible play by Kirby Joseph in coverage there on Dante Pettis, and it's incomplete.
Yep.
And I'm back!
Hey! Yay!
Apologies for that. I was busy dying on my fajitas.
It's fine. Hopefully, my ugly mug hasn't scared away all the viewers.
we've actually increased it by 30%, but there we go.
Oh my god! It's the opposite effects at work. Whenever I'm alone at work, everyone disappears. I'm just stood there.
Right, Bears punting away, 31-10 down. 4th and 7, and they do punt, but it's blown dead. Grandizer quoting Austin Powers now in the chat on YouTube.
Ah, yes. I've got to see this. Love that quote, Grandizer.
The Bears had their punt wave dead because the replay officials wanted to add 1 second to the clock. Get out of here. Connor has a touchdown for Jacksonville, a 3-yard
Snoop Connor.
touchdown. Snoop.
Yeah, I remember. That's exactly. Remembering because he's a rookie this year. I remember sending it in the Discord like, can we please draft him so me and Ant can have content for making puns.
What a punt by the Bears, but lots of room for Khalif to go. There's a flag. And I'm pretty sure then this has to be on the receiving team almost always.
Yeah. What's it?
Jeremy Reisman with the tweet that I was thinking all day, which is Aiden Hutchinson has done an amazing job this game at not biting on the bootleg.
Yeah. And then Ray obviously replied to it and put it right. He has matured a lot in this season, and it's what Campbell said about him in training camp. You fall in once or twice, and then that's it. He's learnt. Then you never get him again.
The holding call on that kick was on Amani Oruwariye. Not good. When you're playing for your career, when you've been demoted from the starting team to the special teams, which is not even your strong suit, don't give away stupid penalties. Come on, man.
I feel like he's going to have a sort of like Eli Apple kind of career where he can have good seasons like he did last year, but for the most part, he's just going to be a below average starter at best.
At best. I mean, he's not even that right now. He's Is he a replacement level player? I feel like
even that's a stretch. And it's sad because I remember saying this, putting forward in the off season, what should we offer him to extend him? Because he was coming off leading our team, obviously with interceptions, had a really good season. And for it just to fall apart like this, sad.
Cool Down Rat has has said Hutchinson is the QB spy, which does check out.
It does check out, but is it going to work?
Well, it has worked so far. I mean, he had one big run, but more often than not, he is reading the play actions very, very well.
True. But, yeah, on that at least. But then on third downs, will we have enough discipline to sort of, let's say, get him into like 3rd and 10 and we rush? Field could take off. That's my only.
Yeah, but we're at the point where you could consider benching him now.
Yeah.
So Lions are leading by 21, and they have the ball. Yes, we have the ball, don't we? Yeah.
We're at our own 8.
Yes, you've got to consider benching him now, just to protect him. There's no need for him to take this sort of punishment. 5 sacks against him now. He has almost double the number of sacks against us. He has passing completions. He has almost as many sacks against him as number of carries. You can't do that. I'm having a look at my bets and seeing if anything can come in. The Denver one against.
Ooh.
Oh, what a catch! DJ Chuck! Oh, yes, baby.
With his fourth reception today, Amon-Ra St. Brown has produced his first season with 100 receptions. At 23 years and 69 days old, he is the youngest player in franchise history to produce a 100-catch season.
Wow.
And that's just made me realize I'm older than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, God.
This
oh,
catch,
no.
if they don't get the snap off here, this catch is going to come back. They haven't challenged it yet, but it isn't a catch. But if the Detroit do snap the ball, and they do snap the ball, Goff, play action, looking deep, and a nice crossing route to Amon-Ra St. Brown for a gain of 12. I thought he was looking deep, but I was wrong. First down, Detroit, over halfway now.
Love to see it.
The only thing I'm losing on badly is Bears plus 5.5.
Yeah.
And I took all of my bets as an accumulator as well, a tenfold, and I stood to gain 10 grand, and I'm like
oh my
there
God.
or thereabouts on all of them apart from that game.
Oh God.
I also did a 13-fold under over.
Oh.
And the one I'm losing on right now is Denver Chiefs over 45. Everything else, Philly Saints over 42 doesn't look good either. Never mind. Right,
No.
Lions on the Bears 48. Run play through the right guard position, and Swift gains 15 and a Lions first down. Prison Mike says, I think it was a catch. I don't think it moved that much, to be honest, unless I missed a different angle. I don't think he had hands underneath it. I think he was controlling it with his stomach. So I don't think it was under control at all. But, oh well, we snapped it in time, so who cares? Lions.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Teddy Bridgewater to Raheem Mostert.
Goff, play action. Okay. Goff looking to the left-hand side. Nice throw. Good catch. Good catch by Khalif Raymond, carving out a spot for himself on the roster next season. In coverage was Kyler Gordon.
Really good getting self-separation there.
The Browns lead the Commanders 10 points to 7, and they have the ball. This is some beautiful stuff. And you know what is beautiful? Derek Bo Barrett coming in with a subscription with Prime. His 10th month in a row. Thank you, man. Really appreciate you.
Same. We always have good conversations in the Winterich chat.
Goff hands it off to Williams, gain of 1 down to the 21-yard line. I don't know, Derek, why the command there, the donate command, isn't working. Let me have a look at Twitch. I don't know. All of my bots have stopped working on Twitch. I don't know why.
Oh.
Dolt. Right, Lions, 21-yard line, second down and 9. Amon-Ra in motion, play action, throws it to Swift, runs through the middle of them, and it's a touchdown for Detroit. DeAndre Swift, running back screen, and no one touched him, no one got close, and the Lions have a 4-score lead.
Followed his blocks really well as well.
That's the first time for everything.
Yep.
Jeez. That is some beautiful play design. Goff faked the throw out to Amon-Ra St. Brown, got it out to Swift, and at this point, 3 blockers out against 3 defenders, followed one, wait for the second one, and got there untouched. Badgley hits the extra point, and the Lions have hit 38 points with 6.5 to go in the third quarter.
Did you say?
A beautiful play. Derek said, I'm glad I didn't say anything. I'm a few seconds ahead of you guys. I appreciate you, man, but other people spoil it for us all the time, so don't hold back. If you're feeling it, you go for it.
I do it all the time. Trust me, Derek. I spoil all the time. That's why I have to beat myself sometimes. I say, this is the first time in franchise history with 2 running backs with 8+ touchdowns in a season.
Absolutely fantastic. Prison Mike says, has Khalif taken over as wide receiver 3 over Reynolds? I mean, how temporarily do you want it to be? Because JMO's going to be there pretty bloody quick. Is he WR3 over Reynolds? He seems to have more chemistry with Goff right now. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is surprising considering we brought in Josh Reynolds for that exact reason. He has the existing chemistry with Goff.
2 comments, basically the same. Cool Down Rat said, it's like a practice session. And Brian Shook says that a Bears fan on Reddit has said, we look like the Lions scout team.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing to them. It's a beautiful
commentator supposedly said that as well. The one of the commentators supposedly said that it looks like the Lions are playing a scout team.
James A. McClure on Twitch says, when do we see Nate Sudfeld and Happy New Year all?
At the end of the game. Ooh, fourth quarter, maybe? Sometime in the fourth?
Yeah, maybe then. It's too early. It really is too early. We've seen people come back from this sort of distance before in this sort of time period. Now, the Bears are not the Vikings, but this is the amount of time the Vikings had to come back from 5 scores, and this is only a 4-score game. It ain't over till it's over. Cool Down Rat coming in with a subscription with Prime, his 7th month. Appreciate you, man. Fantastic.
Yes, Cool Down, right.
Touchdown, Cleveland! 2-score game in favor of the Cleveland Browns against the Washington Commanders. With that result, if that stays like it is, the Lions make the playoffs with a win next week against the Packers if it stays like it is. Brilliant result for the Lions if that stays like that. Oh, yes. I love it. That's stuff you want to see. Lovely touchdown by former Michigan wide receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones.
I
need to try and work out my my bots.
Oh god, yeah. So that was, oh yeah, just seeing it flashed up. That was our longest touchdown drive of the season so far.
Wow.
92 yards.
That's crazy.
Looking around the league, Texans are finally on the board against the Jags with a field goal. And that's about it, roughly.
Bears running play left through the left guard, gain of 3. Good run stop by Benito Jones.
Ooh.
I don't know why the chatbot isn't working. What's happened there? 200 bits from Derek Bobarek saying, Happy New Year, Royal Lions UK. Appreciate you, sir. Doing God's work. Appreciate it. Chicago Bears 28-yard line. Fields takes the snap. And that's a fumble! And the Bears, they don't get on it! And they're calling it incomplete. No way is that incomplete. Recovered by Kaminsky. We should be challenging this.
We are. Probably we're challenging.
Fields,
it's tuck rule.
Cocks it back. Time. He did not have control of that. Who is that? That's Benito Jones, if I'm right, with number 94.
Yeah.
Number 94. It is Benito Jones. The fan was coming forward, but I don't think it had any control there. And there's a clear recovery by the Lions, by John Kaminsky, I think. That's got to be a fumble. Yep. Touchdown for the Colts. Ellinger to Pittman.
Ooh.
I don't understand why my mods aren't working.
Riz just put it very well. You know that things are going bad for the Bears when Benito Jones is winning pass rush reps. He is, because you got to admit, he's a space eater. So if he's winning reps,
Tampa Bay 14-10 down, 4th and goal, chip shot field goal. Missed. Wow. Ryan Suckup looks distraught as he leaves the field, and the Panthers lead by 4, trying to win to take over the division there.
It's the same with the Chiefs, but because not having a good year either, which just shows we're not the only ones having kicking problems. We don't win the challenge, for F's sake. The wave's out at Ford Field, supposedly.
Oh, dear.
Right, the wave's out. It's time to do some funky play calls. Oh, supposedly, Sutcup's field goal was blocked by CJ Henderson.
Okay. I didn't see why it was no good. I just saw it was no good.
Yeah, this is Ben Baldwin's 4th down bot. Just tweeted that.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I still follow him is for that bot.
I can't make the commands work. Derek says, I'm signing up for therapy sessions after yesterday's Michigan game. I get it, man. I do. That was rough. It was really rough.
CJ Beathard is in at QB for the Jaguars.
They are up a long way. The call stands as called on this game. It was called an incomplete pass, and that does stand. That's a bad call. 3rd down and 7. Lions have lost the timeout there. 28-point game. Fields in shotgun. Field goal is good for New England to make that a 4-point game now. Fields dropping back under pressure. Escapes that pressure. Kaminsky chasing him. Can Fields get all the way there? He can't. Gain of 3. Kaminsky forcing him out. And that's 4th down and 4. And they should be punting away.
78-yard touchdown for the Eagles. A.J. Brown.
Lovely throw. Lovely throw. And that's going to help you in fantasy no end.
It is. That's how I knew I saw the flash up. Love it. See, who was it? It was on the Discord yesterday. That's what the Bears need to do. Well, they've attempted to do it with Claypool, but they really need to do for Fields if they want him to work as a passer. Get him a top 10 receiver. Because it worked with Hurts, getting him A.J. Brown, Allen and Stephon Diggs. That's what they need to do, but they just won't. I say when they'll probably pick at number 2 and then break our hearts by getting Q.
Fair catch called for by Khalif Raymond at the 19, and the Lions take over. Goff's still in the game. Surprising.
Interesting.
James A. McClaw says the Broncos are leading the Chiefs, and with that, let's have a look at the rest of the scores around the league just to confirm.
Oh my God, they are.
That. Arizona leads 16-14 against Atlanta. Atlanta have the ball, but on their own 25. Denver lead the Chiefs 17-13. What a result that might be. New England down by 4 against Miami, and Miami will have the ball. No. Is that true? Miami should have the ball.
Yeah, the Patriots just kicked it off after a field goal.
Yes, they did. You're right. Indy 31-10 down against the Giants, and they're in the Indy territory by quite a long way. Philly, we obviously heard they pegged it back some way. Good run by Williams for 4 for the Lions. 2nd down and 6 coming. Carolina up by 4 against Tampa, 14-10, and Cleveland lead by 17-7 against Washington. Washington 1st and 10 on their own 38. Jacksonville lead 28-3. That is you up to date.
Good little run from Jamal there.
I really need to know what my bet was on Denver. Denver Broncos win. Latavius Murray 50 or more rushing yards. Russell Wilson 200 passing yards.
7 more yards for Murray and then 42 more yards for Wilson then.
That was £5 bet at 16-1.
Ooh.
Could be tasty. 85
That
quid
could be
coming back
tasty.
if that comes in. Fields still only has 3 completions in this game, folks.
Jesus.
That is just... That's not right. Prison Mike says, it seems like whenever a coach gets fired mid-season, the following week the team plays well. I mean, I wasn't doing it for the bounce. I was doing it because the Chiefs never seem to be blowing teams away right now, and the Broncos seem to be in the ascension even after before he got fired. The Broncos seem to be playing better, and Russ seemed to be finding his feet a bit. So, you know, it was just a kind of, the odds are going to undervalue this. I'm always trying to find value. I'm not looking at things that are gonna happen, because, well, what's the point in betting? I'm looking at things that are undervalued. You right?
Yeah, just the third down play.
Yeah.
First time I've seen a little tiny bit of panic from Goff there.
Goff, I think he chucked it away, though. He was happy with
He
that.
did, yeah.
4th and 2 for the Lions. Punt formation's out. Jack Fox is back to receive at his own 13, and he punts away from the 15. Another boomer. Safe catch called for, and it takes a Bears bounce and downed at the 27 of the Bears.
It's a 46-yarder. By, like, the line of scrimmage. It's about 60 yards then, in actual distance.
If Miami win this game against New England, that almost eliminates everyone from the AFC picture. The Jets would have to win.
Oh, God, yeah.
The Jets would have to win and then win in Week 18 and Miami lose. So it's a massive game. Miami could clinch if everything goes their way. But the New England Patriots have a defensive touchdown and take the lead. As I say,
God,
Fields,
Duggar.
Fields, rushing, scrambling, and
Houston!
Houston, baby!
That's his third sack of the game. Third sack of the game.
Ooh.
Seems a good point to say this. Hutchinson and Houston are the first pair of defensive rookies to have 7+ sacks in a season.
I think he might share that sack. I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Yeah, it's just flashed up. It's shown up as a half sack between him and Hutch.
Fields landed on him, and he kind of cat a hold of him, and then Bugs took him down. Houston was in wide 9 alignment, dropped into coverage, and then in coverage, then reacted to make the sack when Fields scrambled. 2nd down and 19, and that's a tackle for no gain there in the interior. Austin Damon says, I need Goff to throw for more than 300 yards. I do too, but are we going to have a chance for that? I don't know. Super Saiyan Lions is in the chat, says, what up, Royal the Lions UK? What up, Super Saiyan Lions? Sorry.
Goff only needs another 51 yards.
James McClaw says, does that mean Houston has surpassed Hutchinson with that half sack?
They're both joint on 7.5 right now.
Lions only rush 3 here, 3rd and 19. Fields looking, checks it down to Komet. He's not going to get there, is he? No, he gains about 15, but it's going to be 4th and 4. 2 minutes left in the 3rd. Is this time to bench Goff? It's close. It's close, real close.
James Houston officially has the most sacks in NFL history through 6 career games.
What? That's not real.
It is.
That's not real.
I will.
I don't believe it.
I'll find out. He's played 77 defensive snaps as well. That is insane.
I swear I put a bet on the Lions game. So my Lions bet was Amon-Ra St. Brown 75 yards or more, Goff 300 yards or more, and Lions win. I'm not going to get there, I don't think.
It's 13 yards for St. Brown and Goff 51. So it's definitely possible.
Handed off to Williams, who thinks he can go all the way, but he was clearly down. I don't know what's going on there. Washington lining up for a 43-yard field goal. Joey Sly kicks and is good. 7-point game there. 10.5 minutes to go. Come on,
Looking
Goff.
around the
51 yards and a couple more to Amon-Ra, if you please.
looking around the league, it's with the games. It's either very, very close, or one team's just getting completely nutty blown out. There is no in between.
James McClaw says, has anyone made a Sack Brothers meme with Houston and Hutch off the Step Brothers movie pick? I can't imagine it's been done yet, has it?
I don't know, but if not, we need to get Ant on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the comment to him now.
Yes.
Right, that is going to be quarter over, I think, because after that run from Williams, we don't have to run another play. Why would we run another play? Right, Ant should see that. Super Saiyan Lion says, Happy New Year, fellas. Awesome way to start the year, baby, and Happy New Year to Grandizer 12. What a way to start the new year. I said
100%.
that 2023 is the year of the lion. I don't know about the Chinese calendar, but it is for me.
Rabbit. It's the rabbit in Chinese character. I can certainly, I can certainly try. You know what I'm looking forward to most now? The Dan radio calls.
Oh, man.
That you know me. As soon as I see that, I share it on there. With that sweet music in my ears, because he's gonna have a lot of stuff to put in that video this week.
Yeah, how can you fit it all in?
Exactly. It better be a half-an-hour video, just every single snap.
Right. Let's see if there's been any other action here. Denver have 3rd and 19 from their own 8, so it looks like they'll be punting. Any other scores? New England, I told you, had a defensive touchdown. They're up 16-14. The Giants are goal to go, 2nd down and 10, and they are up 21 against Indy. Philly have the ball down 3 against the Saints. Carolina have scored they scored a touchdown. They scored a touchdown against Tampa Bay, and they are up 10. Cleveland up 7 with the ball against Washington, 10 minutes to go, but that's an iffy game back and forth. And Jacksonville still up by 25 against Houston. James, I've sent your suggestion on to Ant, so hopefully he will respond fairly quickly. He is good at doing that sort of thing.
Shi Smith for the touchdown for Carolina. Very nice.
And our bot is working again, the Streamlabs bot. So
thank God.
Found out how to make it work. It's not easy when you don't understand. Brian Shook says, the riddle and the problem.
I like
it.
that.
Prison Mike says, we want Philly to lose, right? We want Philly to lose. That keeps the Cowboys in it, which means the Cowboys play hard week 18 against the Giants. However, the Giants being 9-7-1, if they win... No, sorry, being 9...
The Giants are 8-6-1 currently.
8-6-1. So they are out of reach for the Lions if they win this current game. So the fact that they play Dallas now doesn't matter. Oh, Dallas plays Washington. I beg your pardon. Sorry, I thought it was Dallas and New York. Okay, that's fantastic news then. That's really good news.
I think the Eagles losing means that Dallas has a chance to take the division and the number 1 seed still up to play.
Yes, So if Eagles lose and Dallas win, then it's a 1-game deficit with 1 game to go. And if then Eagles lose and Dallas win, Dallas have the head-to-head, and I think maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, they're 1-1 head-to-head, so then it's similar opponents.
It'll be in division record. Yeah, division record.
But I think they'll probably be both 5-1. I'm not even sure. I don't want to get into that right now. I don't know.
I'll have a look. I'll look later.
Ben Brooker says need a Jets win. Jets win would be crucial for the Lions here. Lovely run by Jamal Williams up the middle, gain of 9. 3rd down and 1 coming.
Teddy Bridgewater injured for the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson is back in.
Prison Mike's made a great point. We need Philly to lose this week and next week because Dallas-Washington is Sunday Night Football, so Dallas will know the result ahead of the game.
True.
which is
Jamal
crap.
Jamal Williams is 16 yards away from a 1,000-yard rushing season.
Ooh. Lovely jet sweep by Khalif Raymond's gain of 4 on a Lions first down. Come on, Goffy. We just need you to get 51 more passing yards. And a little bit to Amon Ra. That'd be class, mate. Come on.
Agreed. Because as I said, in that final, I've got him. I've got both of them and Jamal starting. Oh, yes. Oh, it's looking good. 25 points for Goff, 16 for Jamal, and 8 for Amon Ra. And 16 points for the Jaguars defense. Oh.
Goff maneuvering him into I formation. Play action. Goff looking for a throw and throws it into the ground ahead of Jamo. Second down and 10 coming.
Just a bit short.
I could really do with a Russell Wilson touchdown right now. That would be sweet.
It's certainly possible because I suspect the Chiefs will score here, so it'd be like a shootout in the final quarter. Oh, MVS is a very good player for Chiefs.
Run play up the middle, loss of 1, third down and 11 coming. Ben Brooker is in the chat on Facebook, says, need a Jets win is going our way so far, and is there a local meet to Brighton if we make the playoffs? If we make the playoffs, I may try and organise a London-based meetup. Potentially. It will mean taking time off work, and I don't really have a lot of it, but it will be worth it, I think. We'll see. I don't know. Certainly, if there's a Super Bowl, I am going to be running a London meetup. But, you know, that's just so ridiculous to even speak about. Lovely throw to DeAndre Swift and a first down for the Lions off 3rd and 11. Derek Barrick coming in with a donation of $20.23, quoting Year of the Lion.
Yes,
amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
By topping 200 rushing yards today, we have reached 2,000 rushing yards on the season. This marks the first time the Lions have rushed for 2,000 yards in a season since 1997, and it's the first time since the 89 Lions we've had 2,000 rushing yards and 20 rushing touchdowns in a season.
Shane Zylstra got pinged for a hold on that conversion on 3rd and 11, and Zylstra effectively blocked his man and did not hold. That is an egregious decision. 3rd and 15 for the Lions, and if this isn't a draw play, I'll be stunned. And I am stunned because Goff goes to throw, looking deep. Can he throw? He does! And it is incomplete. Throwing for Chark, he's looking for a flag. He's asking for it. He doesn't get it. 4th and 15, and the punt unit comes on the field. And Tom Brady has made a touchdown of 57 yards to Mike Evans. His second long touchdown of the game.
Mike Evans does not know how to have a season for less than 1,000 receiving yards, it seems. For some reason, he always gets 1,000-yard seasons, but he's like the least, just like the guy you suspect least to get that. You'd think it would be like Waddle, Hills and all that. He's always quietly there.
Yeah, he is. Lovely pump by Jack Fox. Safe caught at the 5-yard line. And here come the Bears.
If people watch, if anyone in the chat watches C4, that is what you call a gong punt. But obviously, he's not happy right now because Madden have deleted 60% of online franchises because they do not care. They do not care about their player base at all.
I was thinking I was going to start streaming, doing some Madden stuff on PC because I've got some updated RAM and I might actually be able to do it now because my PC really struggled. I might need a new graphics card to do it, but I feel like it could be good for the stream. Lovely throw by Cleveland. Amari Cooper. Touchdown Browns. 2-score game once again.
As I say, I'm gonna do the same. Hopefully, when NCAA football comes out.
Derek has just had the best Freudian slip of all time in the Twitch chat.
Oh, go on.
Ash, I'll let you read it and just have a little
If
giggle before I say it.
I might not show up because I'm not on
It will.
Twitch.
The history should come up on Twitch.
Not on phone. It just comes up with just welcome to the chat room.
Oh, that sucks. Derek has corrected what you said to say, who has more sacks next year, Houston or Hutchinson? But his autocorrect changed it to, who has more sex next year? Oh, man.
I'd have to look into that. Who's one's got the better girlfriend?
James McClaw said, I didn't think this was a typo. Austin Damon saying, D-Roy? Could you get James Houston as D-Roy? No, you can't. I don't care how many sacks he's not getting it. However, he might deserve it. Like,
He might deserve it.
What a story. Touchdown Kansas City. The tight end Brandon Bell or Benjamin Bell or B Bell. I don't know what his name is.
I think it is Brandon. Let's have a look. No news. It is. It's going to show up. Come on.
Patriots struggling. 16-14 up against Miami. 13 minutes to go, but can't complete a 3rd and 4.
We're both right. It's Blake Bell.
Prison Mike says, sorry.
It's just activated off IR as well.
Fields hands it off, and that's a lovely interior tackle on Montgomery. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Prison Mike says, it makes me sick rooting for the Cleveland Clowns, but for this week I will.
It is a bit morally because of Watson, but at the same time, Commanders have got Schneider, so it sort of offsets. Go on.
I am not rooting for he who shall not be named. I'm just rooting for the Browns. The Browns are already eliminated from playoff contention. If anything, it ruins their draft picks. It doesn't actually do anything for them winning this game. So I don't feel bad about it. I just don't.
The Lions have had 4 different rookies with a sack, excluding the striker in 1987. This ties the 1990 Lions for the most rookies to log a sack for Detroit in a single season.
3rd and 6 for the Bears.
All I'm saying is get Kirby Joseph on a safety blitz.
Fields changing the play. Only 3 seconds to get it off now. 2, 1. Do get it off just in time. Fields trying to escape upfield now. And chucks it away. Chucks it away. It's 4th down and 6. No flags. 10:21 left. And the Lions are getting the ball back.
Come on, Khalif. You know what to do. Eric's just tweeted, James Houston drew a double team on that 3rd down play. That's how much respect Houston is now getting in from teams. That he's the one getting double teams. Come on.
Punt is away for the Bears from his own end zone. Safe caught at the 47-yard line for Khalif Raymond of the Bears. What a huge result it would be for the Lions today if Washington lost and Detroit won. It's not certain yet because the games are not over, but if that happens, the Lions do have it in their own destiny next week. Cool Down Rat says, what about Romeo? If I'm honest, I've not seen him today.
I haven't
not seen
either.
him on the field.
I haven't either.
Having a look at the tackles, Aquara has two total tackles, none solo. That is where he appears on the stat sheet. That's it.
Probably on early downs, like an edge setter down.
Cool Down Rat said, if Kirby and Pascal got sacks, then Saxon 5. Love it.
Oh, I love that.
I love it. Prison Mike says, and Seattle need to lose too. They don't. Prison Mike. The stat that was shown on the coverage today said the Lions need to win out and have one of Washington or Seattle lose a game. Total.
It was on
One game. That's it. I don't know why. I thought we needed Seattle to lose too, but I'm quoting what I've seen on the coverage.
I got it because I saw it on the Pride of Detroit routing guide. Scroll.
Derek said, I thought it said one loss from each. I thought it said or.
It's one loss from each, so it's blah, blah, blah. In order for the Lions to simply be in a win and in-situ scenario for Week 18, only need 3 outcomes this week. We beat the Bears, Browns beat Commanders, and Jets beat Seahawks.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's what CBS said, or Fox, or whoever it is that's doing this game. Prism Mike said, for sure, Seattle need to lose. Okay, there we go. My bad.
Yeah, it's supposedly on its own, a Seahawks loss bumps our playoff odds from 24 to 33%.
I think the thing is, if Seattle and Washington both lose, then if all 3 teams lose next week, the Lions are in.
Yeah.
No, the Packers would need to lose today for that to be true. Otherwise, the Packers would get in. I think. No, but hang on. If the Packers win in our matchup, who gets the head-to-head? Not necessarily the Packers, because we've beaten them already, right?
Yeah, we beat them earlier because that was our first game in the win streak.
I think they have the head-to-head for some reason. I don't know why. Run for a loss by DeAndre Swift over 1 at the start of this game. Start of this possession. Washington are 14 down with 3.5 to go. Wentz trying to hurry them up. Prism Mike says, I have no faith in the Vikings to deliver. I've taken the Vikings +3. I'm not sure I have faith in the Vikings to deliver, but I do have faith in them to keep it close. Harley Quinn in the chat saying the Pats game announcers are getting on my fucking nerves. I don't blame you. Announcers generally are shit.
Yep.
Derek says, I love it. It's been a while since Lions fans had to do with wildcard math. Honestly, I just like playing a meaningful game in January. Never mind December. Goff hands it off down the middle. Nice run for Jamal Williams. Gain of about 4. 3rd down and 7. If Packers win the next 2, then they are 9-8 and we are 8-9. Correct, Prism Mike. That is true. We must win the Packers game. But if the Packers lose the current game and then win against us, we're 8-9, and everyone else might be 8-9 too.
If the Packers lose today and we win, Packers are eliminated.
Yes, I
mathematically.
thought
yeah.
that.
Khalif Raymond is the second Lions player in history to produce a season with at least 500 receiving yards and 250 punt return yards. The other guy was Pete Manley, 1987 and 88. That's how good he's been as well. So he's sticking around.
Kansas City knocking on the door, looking to try and make it a 2-possession game. That would kill me. 2nd down and goal now at the 4-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd and 7, looking to put a hurting on the Pats from their own territory. Bridgewater under pressure, throws it, completed to Hill, can't get there. Lions are going for it on 4th and 2. Really?
Risky. It's risky business.
They do snap it from the Bears' 40-yard line. Plenty of time, and terrible throw by Jared Goff. There looks like there should be a flag there, but it hasn't been thrown. DJ Chark got manhandled there, but turnover on downs. Grandizer says, there is a Nickelodeon slime crew. They break into your house and say, surprise, motherfucker, and then dump the slime on you. I have no idea where that's come from, but I absolutely love it. Big Airy says, we have the best of both worlds. With the Rams being bad, we get high draft pick talk, and the Lions chasing a playoff berth. You know what will make my world, Big Aries, is the Lions getting a draft haul for trading down from the Rams pick, and Detroit 2024 draft becomes incredibly relevant. That is my dream. Fields taking off, zone read, and gains 8.
You might want to look at the Browns Commanders game.
It hasn't. If it's popped up, I wasn't concentrating. Did they score?
Nope. Carson Wentz intercepted by Grant Delpit.
Kansas has scored a touchdown against Denver, 27-17. That game should be done. Fields almost sacked, manages to escape. He's got lots of room, and he converts for a first down.
And of course, it's Jerick McKinnon who gets a touchdown.
Yeah! Come on!
Just evades the pressure. It's pointing. Oh, Christ's sake.
Come on, Panthers. Do the business.
Oh. Houston, you know that his third sack?
Yeah.
It's been upgraded to a full sack, so now he is the leading rookie in sacks and also on a team with 8.
Wow. What a story. Fields at the 46 of the Lions takes a snap. 3-step drop from shotgun. Fields now tries to escape and sacked by number 93. That is Pascal, I think.
Yep.
Josh Pascal with a fantastic sack. Flags thrown. That should be holding on the offense. That should mean the sack stands.
Per StatHead, there's only been one other player in the past decade with 7+ sacks and fewer than 100 defensive snaps in a season, which is Dennis Gardeck for the Cardinals in 2020.
Both penalties on the Bears' offensive line for holding declined. The sack stands, and Pascal has a 2-sack game. What?
Nice of former Riley Reef to hold to make it easier for us.
Lions bring pressure on second down. Fields. Got a lot of time. Now has an escape route. There's a flag thrown and a completion to Cole Kmet. The flag was thrown by the sideline judge. I think this is going to be coming... Ooh, I don't know. Holding has been indicated, and I think it might be on the Lions. Just waiting for the referee's call. Holding on the defense on 2nd and 20, that is egregious. Never hold in that situation. What is going on?
The Giants have pulled their all the starters, their offensive starters.
Fair. Let's have a look around the league. Atlanta 17-16 up. Arizona with the ball, 7.5 to go. Kansas City 27-17 ahead against Denver. New England with the ball, 2 points up against Miami, 16-14. The Giants are in punt formation. Oh no, they weren't. Field goal formation, 28 points ahead against Indy with 2 minutes left. Philadelphia are 10 points behind the Saints.
And they've just got intercepted. Minshew's got intercepted by Lattimore.
Maybe that is the score that I've just seen then in that case to bring them.
Yep.
Yeah. So that interception has scored. The score has brought it to 20-10. Tampa 21-16, and they have the ball on the Carolina 30. So they're driving for the lead there. And Cleveland lead by 14, under 3 minutes to go. But it's 4th down, so they'll be punting the ball away. Jacksonville still lead by 28. Fields standing in the pocket, throwing, and a good completion to number 19, which is Equinemius and Brown, his first catch of the day.
So it looks like the Giants have wrapped up a playoff spot, so there's only one more wildcard spot to go because I know Dallas have also clinched.
So Hutchinson has an interception and a fumble recovery and half a sack, and he's not even the best defensive player on the day. He might not even be the second best defensive player on the day because Pascal and Houston have 2 sacks each. No, sorry, 3 sacks and 2 sacks, respectively. 7 sacks on the day for the Lions.
The last time the Lions had 7 or more sacks in a game was week 6 of the 2014 season when they had 8 against the Vikings.
It's coming. It's coming. Tampa Bay take the lead against Carolina.
And who was it that scored?
Mike Evans. Corner of the end zone. Lovely pass by Brady. Fields throws. Short completion to Equinemius and Brown, but caught out of bounds. 3rd down and 10 coming. Cool down Rat said Pascal sack on that first down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do have Tom Brady and Mike Evans somewhere. Third and 10 at the Lions 37. Takes a snap. Running back screen and does not get there. 2 yards short. Good tackle by John Kaminsky.
Did you see the half and half jerseys the St. Browns are wearing?
No, I don't want to. I
They're
looked away.
they're ugly. Yeah, they're not good.
I like the fact that the father is wearing the Detroit hat and the mother's wearing the Bears hat. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
There's only one brother that is relevant this year. 4th and 2, and the Bears are going for it at the Lions 29. Fields throws incomplete, and that is Ifatu Melifonwu with a PBU.
Thank God.
Love to see it.
Nate's Sudfeld sighting. We might have pulled Goff.
Oh, no. No. Damn. Teppo says, check out the neck on Papa Brown. He is super impressive. Washington, 2.5 minutes left, and it's 3rd and 15 for them now. Desperation time for Washington. Mark LeBay says, everyone on that D-line is having a career game.
Agreed.
Agree. Goff has been benched. Nate Sudfeld is out there. He celebrates with his teammates on the sideline. He kills my bet, the bastard. Lions call timeout as they didn't want time to expire. Sudfeld couldn't get the snap off. Flag on the play in the Patriots-Miami game on Miami defensively on the goal line. Pass interference, and he got there about 3 seconds too early, the defender, and absolutely wiped him out. That's at the 4-yard line. Wow. Miami, if they give up a touchdown there, they could well be eliminated from playoff contention. No, they couldn't. Ooh. Beg your pardon. The Patriots would take the 7 seed.
Yeah.
Miami have lost 6 of the last 7, I think.
Let's have a look. Price has just kicked a 57-yarder for the Cardinals to take the lead.
Of course he has. He's money. Lions, I formation. Sudfeld hands it off. Big run by Williams. Going up the middle. He might go all the way. Up to the 30, the 20. Down at the 12-yard line of the Bears. What a run by Jamal Williams.
Just looking at the Dolphins, they've lost 4 of the last 5. They lost all their December games.
Jamal Williams has just run for how many?
59.
59.
Yes.
Incredible. Panthers now 3 points down against Tampa in desperation mode. 3rd and 5. Darnold looks to throw and incomplete. 6 minutes to go in that game at their own 30, and they are desperate now. They will be eliminated with a loss. Lions hands it off to Swift. Good blocks up front. Can't beat his man. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. With that Jamal Williams run, he passes 100 yards for the game. 146 for him now on 21 carries and a touchdown. Does that mean he breaks 1,000 yards?
Yeah. Commanders have just turned the ball over on downs. It's Browns football. 2 minutes 8 left in the game.
Things you love to see. Second and 7, handed off up the middle, turned away. Good tackle for a loss by Bilal Powell. Is that his name? Might be his name.
Bilal Powell, yeah. I've just seen the the yardage flash up on the screen, I was tempted to put my hot take that the Lions had double the amount of offensive yardage that the Bears would, but I changed it. We have over double their offensive yardage. I should have done it.
Lions have total offense, excluding sacks, of 523 yards today.
Yep. And the Bears have 224.
3rd and 8, I formation here, clock winding, 2:51 left, and penalty markers, that will be a false start.
False start. On Cabby, yeah. Great.
God damn it, Jason. Teppo says 1,000 yard season. Is it 1,000 yards? Did he get there?
I think so, yeah, because he only needed like 16 and he's got 58, so he's got over 1,000 now.
So according to the season stats, before this game he had 850, so he needs 150 before the game. And he got 144.
140 is on 140.
That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's right. That's per ESPN. So he needs 6 more yards, and he just had a tackle for a loss. So
yeah.
Sudfeld looking to pass, sacked. Sacked by Jones. Sudfeld had 2 plays for -2 yards before that snap, and now has 3 for less than that. Good job.
-14.
Yikes. Bears take a timeout. Why? Let it end, man. Patriots score a touchdown. And they are leading the Dolphins by 2 scores. Late.
Broncos are in the red zone against the Chiefs. So you might get your Russ touchdown.
I don't need Russ touchdown. I need Denver to win the game.
It's possible. It's only 10-point deficit. It's possible.
With 7 minutes to go, it's definitely possible. Ooh, me and Chris Buffett are 50-50. Field goal attempt for the Lions is good from 41. Lions lead by 31 points. It is 41-10 Detroit.
I don't want to speak too quickly, but aside from the first quarter, we have shut out the Bears.
Yep, sounds good. Sounds right. Michael Badgley, 12 points for me in my game against Chris Buffett for the POD crown.
Who you got left to play?
Garrett Wilson, Cam Akers, Steelers defense against Baltimore.
Oh.
I took a chance on the Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Akers is probably your weakest one left.
I got Russell Wilson, though, in the red zone right now at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, exactly.
Play action for Russell Wilson. Running. Touchdown, Russell Wilson! Yes. Get in! Get in, my lad! 6:14 to go in that one, and that's a 1-possession game. Oh, baby. The Lions ruined my pick by... Why didn't I go Lions -5.5?
Ant has just put out godly tweet. 40 burger on the menu today. Feel like upgrading it to add some cheese to it in 7 days' time. That is a great tweet.
Love it. I love it. Lions have done the team proud. After losing in disastrous circumstances against the Panthers last week, they have rebounded by doing what was done to them against the Bears.
100%. Per POD, we are currently the 7th seed as we stand right now. So it's obviously Cowboys 12-4, Giants 9-6-1, and they've clinched now. And then it's us with 8-8, Commanders 7-8-1, and then Seattle and Green Bay 7-8.
Holding on the Bears sets them back. First down and 20. Do I have anything that is going to come in? Oh, my under-over is over because Panthers Tampa went over 40.5. Damn it. Can't win that one. Can't win those. Oh, man. Sucks. Right, Fields dropping back, throwing, complete, gain of 6 by Equinemius and Brown, his third in quick succession. Prison Mike says the Bears keeping Fields in still is incompetence. To be honest, this is the moment I've seen him drop back and just throw, and he needs this.
Yeah.
That's going to be a false start, I think. It is false start on the left tackle. Second down and 21.
I'm trying to think, the left tackle's Reef against, that's like third, fourth penalty he's had today.
Jones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jones.
Braxton
maybe
Jones.
Maybe the right tackle then.
Yeah, Reef's the right tackle then, yeah. I should know this. I did the preview, I did the depth chart, but I did it like Monday.
Yeah, Braxton left tackle.
Yeah.
Second down and 19, 2:04 left in this one. Lions bring in 5. Good play blocking, pass blocking. Blech, can't speak. Good PBU. Throw to Claypool. Good PBU. And third down and 19 coming. That's a 2-minute warning. And the Lions lead by 31 in this one. Prismax says 7 sacks he's been hit probably 15 times. I know he needs reps, but still. The Bears' O-line is shit. If you're talking about protecting Fields, shut him down for the year. Don't let him go on the field at all. Never mind if you're in the game or not. Like, they're terrible. They were terrible before. Buccaneers have turned over the Panthers with 2:24 to go in Panthers territory in the red zone. That could be over soon.
The Bears' O-line was bloody weak before the game, and they've already had 2 of their starters go out. They've had Jenkins go out, he's re-injured his neck, and then one of the other guards got a concussion. Oh, that's going to pay my Panthers friend because he absolutely loves Vita Vea. He's going to be conflicted right now.
Strip sack on Darnold was legit, and as you say, fallen on by Vita Vea. Washington have 12 seconds left in that game, 14 points down. That is over. And Dolphins are 4th and 16. Take the snap on their own 26. Short completion on 4th and 14. Doesn't get there. And the Patriots take over on downs. That one is done. Dolphins are not going to make the playoffs after being 8 and 3.
It's sad. I don't want to say it, but if it is, Mike McDaniel be the new Cliff Kingsbury? Small sample size, only 1 season, but a great first half of the season falls apart in the second. It reeks of Cliff.
It does. Cliff went one or the other. Sometimes he'd have a hot start, sometimes he'd have a hot finish. I remember earlier on in his career, Arizona came on strong, and then they carried that on to the next season where they started really hot and then fell away for 2 consecutive years. So,
yeah, because I even go back to college because you can look at, I think he's like Texas Tech record, and it was the same. You'd have 1 good half, 1 bad half.
Denver have Kansas on 3rd and 8, bring the house, throw, and Patrick Mahomes goes incomplete. Denver have got them on 4th and 8, and the punt unit's coming out. Denver will have a chance with 4 minutes to go to drive to win the game.
That is mad.
Has Latavius Murray and Russell Wilson got me the yards, though?
Let's have a look. What was it you needed? So Russ is on 211, Latavius Murray's on 56. So yeah, I think they've got your yardage. So you just need the win. Just need the win.
Fields escapes to the right-hand side, looking long, directing traffic. He's trying to get somewhere, and he just throws it away, avoiding the sack. 150, 149 left.
Oh, come on, Hinton. It's the punt returner for Broncos. Their emergency QB from last season.
James McClaw says Miami should have beaten Green Bay aside from 2 as 3 bad interceptions last week while he was potentially concussed. But they didn't know. Right, how to make playoffs for the Lions. Win both games and 1 loss from Seattle. There we go. But If the Packers lose, that does them a world of good at 9:25 UK, 4:25 Eastern time. Returned by Raymond. Lots of room here. Oh, and he gets hammered at the 40-yard line. 1:36 left, and it's not quite kneel downs yet, but it's close. Tampa have scored a touchdown, but there is a scoring review in progress.
If the touchdown stands, Tampa have secured the NFC South, which means there's one more playoff spot up for grabs.
Lions are kneeling it down. The Bears are not taking their timeouts. They could have forced another possession if they wanted, but they are content to see the game out. Sudfeld was going to take the kneel downs, and the Lions are going to win this one 41-10. Absolute destruction.
It's our first ever New Year's Day game win in franchise history.
New England have just eaten a sack on 4th and 4. 2:28 to go, 9 points ahead. Miami with no timeouts left. Miami have to score and then get the ball back on the onside kick and do it all with no timeouts remaining.
Oh, Falcons are on the Cardinals 3, 1st and goal, 1:03 left. They said they could potentially win that game.
Well, they only need a field goal.
Yeah. Dan's happy because if you've seen on Twitter, Dan's at the game. So he's so happy right now.
Oh, Dan Pask, what a legend.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra is dancing on the field. Jared Goff showing a bit more composure, greeting Justin Jackson on the field. Dan Campbell greets his counterpart, and the Lions are walking off with this one victors, and they reach 500 once again. The 8-8 Detroit Lions go to Week 18 with something guaranteed to be on the line. Alongside the Washington Commanders' loss, they just need a Jets win today, and then a win against the Packers will confirm 7th seed status for your Detroit Lions. Cool Down Rat says, best rushing game since 1980. I've not seen that, but the Lions have rushed...
Oh, yeah, it flashed up. Yeah, it's our best rushing performance since week 4 against the Rams in 1980.
265 total yards on the ground on 39 carries, including 3 carries for Nate Sudfeld on kneel downs for -3. So that's actually 36 carries for 268 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let me run you down the figures once again. For the Bears, Justin Fields 7 of 21 for 75 yards, a touchdown and a pick. On the ground, Fields went for 10 for 132, Khalil Herbert 5 for 31, and David Montgomery 6 for 24 in a 200-yard effort by the Bears on 22 carries. Receiving game was led by Cole Kmet, 2 on 3 for 27 and a touchdown early by him. Equinemius and Brown, 2 of 3 for 20. They all came in the 4th quarter. For the Lions on offense, Jared Goff went 21 for 29, 255 and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, as we heard earlier, 265 yards and 39 carries, including 22 for 144 and a touchdown for Williams, and DeAndre Swift 11 for 78 and a tutty. In the receiving game, no one passed 70 yards for Detroit. Amon-Ra 4 of 5 for 62, DJ Chark 2 of 4 for 56, Khalif Raymond 3 of 3 for 40, DeAndre Swift 4 of 4 for 39 and a touchdown, Brock Wright 3 of 4 for 13 yards and 2 touchdowns, his first multi-touchdown game. Defensively, Fields lost a fumble, strip sacked by James Houston, recovered by Aiden Hutchinson. Sack leaders otherwise for the Lions, they got 7 on the day. Houston had 3, Pascal had 2, Kaminsky had 1, and 1 was shared by Hutchinson and Melifonwu. The Bears did end up with 2 themselves. Travis Gibson had 1, and Justin Jones also had 1. Hutchinson also had a pick, and Badgley went 7 for 7 kicking the ball, 2 of 2 on field goals, 5 of 5 on extra points, and Jack Fox also had a day, 3 kicks for 150 yards, including 1 downed in the 20. Ash, your thoughts on the game, mate?
Absolute domination. Pure and simple. All the Bears fans are talking it up. and we just showed them who's boss. They are now residing back into the basement. They can go back to hibernation again. They're done for.
We sent them home, tail between their legs. Lions finish off with their last home game of the season guaranteed, because no matter what they do, they can't be above the 7 seed, and so that is the last home game of the year, and if they make the playoffs, the Lions finish off in excellent form. And may I say to David Reinfurt69, who's just come in with a let's go and a tier 1 subscription, his 10th month in a row. Appreciate you, man. What a day. What a day for Lions fans everywhere. We came and we went down early. We were 7 points down. And we then went 41-3. Absolute domination, as Ash said. And you know what? How can you pick out any players in that team as doing better than any of the others? Because Goff had a day. Goff marshalled that team fantastically. Swift had a day. Jamal Williams had a day. All of the defensive line had a day. Houston more than anyone out there. But Hutchinson, my God, and Aleem had a great day. Benito Jones was fantastic. Even the secondary weren't bad. I know that Malifomu had a pass breakup. There were other bits and pieces out there. It was terrific.
Yeah. Yeah, even as you say, even the ones that had bad games had good bits to them. Similar for PBU, and he's been credited with half a sack. Amani did some mess ups, but then he had that critical pass breakup on Claypool. Will Harris had a few iffy moments, but he had good plays. Everyone played up to their best potential. Yeah, there was a few mistakes, but no team can be truly perfect. That was probably one of the most complete games we've had this season, I'd want to say. Aside from obviously the big plays we gave for early in the game, we were pretty much nails down the rest of the game.
I think that the Jacksonville game marginally might be the more complete game. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Russell Wilson got sacked by the looks of it, which was horrid.
Yeah.
Chris Jones.
Yeah, and then turnover on downs, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, he threw him to the ground really aggressively after the play was over. He could have been pinged for that. And not Nathaniel Hackett getting very angry on the sideline. Patman says, great stuff. Offense did what they should, and defense kept grinding. Big Aries said, let's do this again next week. #OnePride. It was
100%.
a terrific result. Right, 2 teams to root for tonight. New York Jets against Seattle. If the Jets win, it's in the Lions' hands. And if the Vikings beat the Packers are eliminated.
Can I add a third team to that? Go Chargers, because they're playing the Rams.
Lots of things to root for tonight. Looks like the Panthers are done down 9. They're going to get the ball back with 2 minutes to go. Still got 3 timeouts against Tampa, but they really have lost that one. It was a bit rough. I don't think I'm going to stay for the end of that one. I think I'm going to go and chill with a beer. I've got one more day off, and then I'm back to work after the Christmas break,
God.
which is going to be an interesting one. But hey, I know you've been working all the way through probably, so
yeah, it's fine. It's ROTL for you. It's been pretty quiet without all the students there.
Just want to thank everyone in the stream for sticking with us, for choosing us to be alongside you guys as we all watch this game together. It's amazing to see that anyone actually watches this shit, to be honest. It's great. I absolutely love it. You guys are the absolute best. My special thanks to all the guys in the Twitch chat who've been subscribing and donating. So David Reinfurt coming in there later on in the stream with a big one. Derek with the donation and the subscription was absolutely fantastic. Who else was in there? Cool Down Rat subscribed with Prime. We also had someone else, I'm sure, but I'm rolling back and I must have missed it. Big Aries with the subscription as well. You guys, it means the absolute world to us. You have no idea. Between the Twitch subscriptions for the whole year that we've had since we became an affiliate, I think it just about means that the podcast pays for itself from Twitch. I think it makes us about £400-500 a year. And between the website, the streaming software, and all the little kind of sundries and bits and pieces. It costs about that too. So you guys are really, really genuinely helping us out, because before it was just coming out of all of our pockets to do it, and it's enough work as it is. So I really, really do appreciate you guys. Um, Alan Nelson says, I still laugh that everyone besides us Lion fans that we still suck and all of our rookies are bust. How wrong are they? I mean, at 1-6, it was hard to argue with it, to be honest. But the way they've turned it around, they kept believing. I mean, I believed Dan Campbell when he said he didn't really change anything. He just kept believing in what they were doing. And you look at Aaron Glenn and the stick he's taken for the first half of the year and for last week. But then you see what he did today against someone he's historically struggled against. And Fields ripped off that big run, one big run, and then that was it.
Exactly.
The adjustments were actually good today on defense. Like, Fields had one big run, and he'll get that, but that's all he had.
Yeah, it's enough for the Bears Twitter to drool over and say he's the next coming of the greatest QB ever. But yeah, after that, as I said, after that first quarter, we made adjustments and we shut them out. Yeah. It's very rare to shut teams out, especially over 3 quarters. And we managed to do it to, as you said, to a team that we traditionally struggle against. So it's amazing. Imagine what we can do if we get a Jalen Carter, or if we're not in that range, to trade down and get more defensive pieces. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, it is. Kansas have the ball, so I think that game must be over. Miami are first and goal from the 8 of New England with 1:20 to go. They're 9 points down, but that game is...
It's New England that's got the ball today on Miami's 8.
Not according to ESPN. Oh,
well,
sorry.
Yeah.
Miami, you've got the ball on New... Yeah, sorry, I'm conflating the names. I beg your pardon. So Skylar Thompson's been in for most of the game by the looks of it.
Yeah, Teddy got injured in the third quarter.
Way out of it. So
it's fine.
Skylar Thompson, 11 for 20 for 100 yards and a pick, but he's thrown more times than Teddy Bridgewater did all game.
Yep.
Fair play to him.
Exactly. I did like him coming out. I remember saying he's one of the guys I could look at as a UDFA, because he did very good at it. So he was at Kansas State, who obviously done really well this year. So he was there. It's just very good pickup by the Dolphins, and he did weather the storm when he initially had to come in when both Tua and Teddy were out earlier in the season.
So the Panthers still have all 3 timeouts, and it's 1:25 to go. If they can score any points before 40 seconds is left, then they theoretically can kick off.
Yep. Oh, God. Seattle are already in the red zone against the Jets.
Oh, Kenneth Walker just busted out a 60-yard gain for Seattle against the Jets. Fuck Seattle, man.
First play of the game as well. Bloody hell.
I hate it.
Why couldn't it be Lockett? If it's anyone's going to get the yards for Seattle, let it be Lockett.
Alan Nelson said, should we be worried about the Seahawks? If so, what should the Jets do to win the game? I mean, the Seahawks' team is well-rounded, and their losses recently, I don't think I'm worried about them if I'm a Seattle fan. Geno Smith throwing for the end zone, touchdown Seattle. That is Cody Parkinson.
The tight end.
Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
What can the Jets do to win this game? Outthrow them? Outrun them? I mean, what else can you do? At the end of the day, the Seahawks have got a solid offensive line now. They've got one of the better running backs in football in Kenneth Walker. They got 2 of the best wide receivers in football. I think they're both playing.
No, Lockett is. I don't know about DK. I assume he is.
There is a touchdown in the...
How good?
2-point game in the Patriots game. So Miami have scored in that game, but for some reason it's disappeared off ESPN for me, so it must have gone final. I don't see it. Never mind. So Darnold and the Panthers are lining up for a field goal on 2nd and 10 to make it a 6-point game with 104 left from 44.
Do it.
And they do not get the snap off in time. They do not get the snap off in time. They missed the 44-yarder. But
Right.
But because it was blown dead for delay of game, they'll get another chance from 49.
It would be a very funny thing to happen to Tom Brady if that happens, where they missed the closer one yet sink the further one.
Dolphins are onside kicking. 2-point game. If New England recover it, they beat Miami and they both go to 8-8. And Bill Belichick prowls on the sideline like the masterful coach that he is.
Pinheiro sunk the 49-yard attempt.
Wow.
6-point game.
You gotta hope that you could not take the delay of game. God, that came really close to missing as well, but it was good in a 6-point game. 59 seconds left with 3 timeouts. You can kick off normally, but you don't want to. You need to get the ball back. Raiders are driving against San Francisco. 3rd and 2. Jared Stidham.
They've scored.
Wow.
Darren
Stidham play
Waller.
action. And a lovely throw to Waller. Oh, yeah. Jared Stidham. How about it? Right, here's Miami's onside kick. End over end, too heavy, and recovered by New England. That's the ball game for them. Patriots win it and go to 8-8. Denver also lose to Kansas City by 3, which is unfortunate. But there we go. Right, folks, I think let's just see if there's any further chat in here. Prism Mike said Jets needs to get the run game going. Their run defense is awful. Do you all think Carolina will keep Steve Wilkes as head coach? There is talk in the NFL circles now that they are strongly considering doing that, and I think they would be well served doing that. He's been a revelation since he came in.
He has. So I've got a fan. One of my best friends is a Panthers fan. He says, "Yeah, just give him the contracts now, and then just get an OC who can do something for Darnold or Baker, whoever, just someone that is competent at being an OC." Because I've currently got Ben McAdoo as their OC.
Panthers onside kick was not recovered by the Panthers, was recovered by Tampa. 58 seconds to go at the Panthers 44, but that game is not over with 3 timeouts they have. Tampa need to run enough clock while holding the ball to kill the game, and I'm not sure they're going to do that. I'm going to kill my windows now because I think it's time for me to go. It's time. Ash, enjoy the rest of the games tonight. Thank you for your company. Appreciate it.
It's all right.
And, I mean, we're alive.
We're alive. One more game.
One more game.
One more game.
Oh, could it be in our hands? It might be. Guys, thanks to everyone for joining us, for donating, for chatting. Appreciate you all. We'll see you for the review show. Tomorrow, 7:30 UK time, 2:30 Eastern time. We'll see you there. Let's go Lions, one pride.
One pride.